area that we could rest in. He talked to us a bit about living off-world and how kind of close-minded Avarans can be. Upon waking up, nothing bad had happened or transpired. We moved forward. Another person rolled a random encounter, and this one was harder. I guess it was just in actual combat with dead Dehesa. No, it wasn't. We rolled up on some attacked Avaran Striders. Or at least we thought they were Striders. They were Rangers of sorts. And they had been attacked by what we would know later were Dehesa. And some of them were eaten. And then in the following encounter, we found the Dehesa that had eaten bits and pieces of them and died because of non-natural causes. And as we were talking, unfortunately, the one person who saw it as it was happening is not here. Isel, as we were all kind of like arguing amongst ourselves, I think in a joking manner, I believe. I don't think there's anything serious. Knowledge. And Isel was just like, do creatures come back to life normally? And the answer was a no from Melina, our guide. And she was just like, we should probably kill them before they kill us. And combat ensued. I believe only one person went down. No, I went down.
We were rolling really, really well, and we got to start getting a little cocky. And like one round, we were just like, "Whoa!"
I wasn't getting cocky. I was just having a lot of fun with my character design.
It was probably the round where our caster dropped haste on 2 people. That was really
so awesome.
That was the one. That was the one.
Things. We fought them pretty well, I think, and we beat them. And we were like, okay, so we need to be very careful going forward because things that are dead come back to life sometimes. We camped out for the evening. Isel talked to the Undergrowth, what is his name? King of the Undergrowth. And his spirit friend, shoot off the King of the Undergrowth. Isel woke with a start, and we were a little bit worried about him. Went through the night. Felt like somebody was watching us, I believe. There were like creatures above us.
Felt like we were being watched throughout the night.
Yeah.
But no one would come closer. Nothing.
Things in the jungle for sure.
Yeah. We all woke up. Boss Vias was just like, I talked to Flair about magic, and then Vossivius was just like, hey, maybe next time, us 3, we don't have a bad day with more meaningful
Here's some HP.
And he gave us, he boosted our max HP by 5, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say for the three of us, if you don't remember, it was 5.
Yeah, I have it written down. It was under my hit points. And we continued on to Chaldra. I believe we made it to Chaldra, right?
We did.
Yes.
We definitely did.
Chaldra.
Yes. Where we found a whole bunch of dead bodies that were definitely not bad. We walked in a little further, and we were like kind of upset. You know, it's sad to see a whole bunch of dead bodies, especially like, you know, men, women, and children. And then they started getting up, and we got over that real quick.
It was no longer sad, yeah.
Yeah, we were no longer sad and more scared, and we backed into each other, and we have a circle of sorts going.
Triceratops circle without the middle.
Yeah, and
You guys got into
player in the middle.
You guys got into some like the square that you're in was once some kind of stone building, but it's fallen apart. So there's some cover as well.
Basically, things are looking real up.
We also came across those rangers. We also came across a bunch of stuff on the one dude's horse, like the pack and stuff. So we got Zed an analog shooting device.
Forgot.
Yep. He was like,
Mabungus goo. That's not something we found. I just found it in my notes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't think you missed anything.
With that, go ahead and put your pieces on the map.
Yikes.
Matt, what was the name of last session?
Last session.
Dead Man's Party. No. That's this
Jungle
session.
Hijinks.
Jungle Hijinks.
Man, Walker.
Yeah,
Jungle
last
Hijinks?
session's last session's
Jungle
title was a Donkey Kong Country reference.
Jungle
That's
Jinksters.
how I roll.
Got the jinx.
Nope. Stop it.
You didn't like that one? That was a non-starter.
Both of the legendary artifacts have been changed. One only slightly. The other one considerably.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you changed the decanter? How?
Not that
Fuck off.
a matter
We'll
of
never
fact.
change the decanter. Unless we somehow break it.
I'm definitely missing a piece on here. Let me throw eyes
It's
on
me.
there too.
it's me, but I was like looking to see if you nerfed it in the.
Yeah, I did technically nerf it. It's just
It's no longer legendary. It's actually just nothing. You get
that's it.
It's just nothing.
That's not it.
That's it.
It's just legendary shards
half
now.
of the weapon damage now. Instead
Okay.
of total
Yeah, instead of the sneak attack.
That's.
yeah.
I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at mine yet. What does mine do different?
I assumed it was that, and then I read it, and it wasn't that. I was like, okay.
Weston's just like, yeah, I'm gonna allow it.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
wow.
I put the weapon
So-
damage in there.
So now
Because
instead of
when I
getting
attack-
advantage from hitting it, I mark it and I get a +2 to hit on attack against the enemy for a minute as they're bathed in a halo of divine light. Once you use this feature, you
Oh.
cannot use it again until you have a long rest.
So does it
That
only
is
affect you?
Much more balanced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
really?
It's like a mark.
That's-
It's like a mark for him.
So it's not like Nick's thing. Although it will stack with Nick's thing, just not for us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's still pretty dope, though.
Yeah, I love
now
my-
it's when
love
you
my
successfully
ability.
hit an enemy
No, that's
with
good.
a
I'm
backfire,
about it. I'm all about it.
basically 1/2 the amount of weapon damage. That is bad grammar at the end, though.
It's a man's party.
Takes. Alright. Alright, and let me get your ally on there. If I can.
Talking about Melina?
Yeah.
Okay, you heard him. He said she's an ally. She can't change. So,
Unless you know.
played himself on that one.
Really did play yourself, damn.
You who smelled it.
Oh my gosh. Upload.
Busy follow.
How about you upload?
Yeah, dude. Busy Falagosa.
I just really love that name.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It's very gnomish, but at the same time, like, totally not.
I mean, yeah, I can see that.
Guys.
It's all good. We're still starting pretty. We're pretty much starting on time.
That's pretty good for us, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, she comes in at whatever size class, right? That sounds works.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a
Okay,
big girl.
We see as Melina blows up in size and just annihilates everything.
Actually, she's been that size the whole time.
I've
Oh
seen this on
no!
DeviantArt.
Well, you
she,
weren't aware of that?
as all of you kind of brace, you also see.
No.
Zombos.
They're called
We're gonna make it
Zambos.
real.
Called Zombonis.
Coming at you.
Gabillions.
Oh, it's so not good. Oh right, we also have Dehesa coming after us too.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just the dead
And
bodies.
Red
it's also
Fleet.
Dehesa. I forgot to tell you guys that. Sorry.
And Red Fleet.
There was also the pack of Dehesa. Go ahead and make just flat intelligence checks.
Hey, everybody.
So well as well.
Everybody?
Yes, everybody. Everybody.
That's a 2.
Flare.
Just flat.
Yeah. All right.
There it is.
As
Nothing.
everyone
Dude,
else
so good,
is trying to
guys.
figure out what to do against this wave of enemies, Zed, you analyze the situation, keeping a cool head, and you realize that the way that they're moving is essentially cutting you guys from any direction you can go, but towards the caldera,
Cool.
Okay.
which is this way.
Is there supposed to be a Dehesa right there?
No, sorry, it's supposed to be right there.
I was gonna say that's bad.
Which way is the caldera on this map?
South.
It's the south.
South.
It's
Okay.
down here.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and roll
Yep.
initiative.
Yikes.
Wait, so they're coming from the north, but they're cutting us off?
They're coming from the north,
Northeast,
east,
west.
and west.
Don't forget to change your as names.
They're trying to cut you guys off from every direction except towards the
Oh, I see.
You guys should change your role names too.
Why did it change back?
I don't know.
It always does. It goes
does
back to
every time
default
you
to
log
your
out,
name
yeah.
default.
Does every time you what? Because I've only done it once. And it's been there the whole time. Besides
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder if
Let's
that's
see last
setting.
week.
Well,
No,
you're
never mind.
fucking
West and
special.
P last week. No. I guess
Yeah, mine
Just
resets
a couple.
every week.
Yeah. I wonder if that's
I was just giving a friendly reminder.
possible.
I ain't mad.
that's just so mean of you.
You,
I think I've rolled an
You know
initiative
what?
higher than 15.
I love you, Weston.
Once in
There,
the last
I said
2
it.
months.
I love you too.
suck on that.
Woo!
Melina actually is going first. She's going to move to this wall, and she's going to look back at your guys' party, and she's going to say, "All right, I got you here. What's your plan?"
Fall back to the caldera and funnel them. He's just gonna,
Sanguisan, you are a. I've read somewhere that clerics can like get rid of the undead really quickly. Is that something you can do?
Is that something
Like,
you
kind
can
of a
do?
panicked voice.
She's going to look back to you, Zed, and she's going to say, "It's a sheer face unless you follow the path down into the lost city."
Looks like we're going in, people.
Isel's going to turn towards the party from the perch he's standing on, and he's going to say, "Didn't we come here to plant a beacon?"
That kid's got a point.
Damn it. Mm, within the city, right? That's what the job was specifically, to put it in the city, not in the
Yeah, well, they told
caldera or
you to
anything?
plant the beacon, and then that they would meet you guys as soon as they could after that.
Yeah. All right, let's
Sure they
get to
didn't
the.
expect the town to be dead.
Yeah.
All right, then place it now, and we'll lead them to the walkway when they get here.
And then as Zed says that, Isel's going to scratch his chin, and he's going to say, "Then again, if we plant the beacon, wouldn't we just be leading them into a town of danger?"
Yes, we would.
Well, yeah, that's why we have to get rid
city.
of the danger.
Yeah, they're gonna help us, hopefully.
He'll shrug.
If they're confident enough to go down there, they should be expecting this.
Are we running or are we fighting?
We're gonna lead them to we're gonna funnel them down that hallway. Maybe we can knock a couple off the sheer cliff.
It's so fucking.
Not that hallway, the walkway.
Right.
Well, everyone move on before me. I might be able to buy us some more time to set up.
Melina's gonna stay where she is, and she's gonna hold her action to fire on one that gets in range. Ronan, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay. Can I? Are these walls like? Are these like walls, or are they?
Those ones are pretty high, but most of them you can hop over.
Can I see anything out
Yeah.
of the walls? Okay.
Yeah, you can. Like
I'm just
you can run up to the walls and brace and fire over them and stuff.
Okay.
Like they're mostly knocked down stone.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to Sanguisan. I'm gonna actually move to between Sanguisan and Isel. and I'll just fire at the large Dehesa. It's probably an easier target to hit. I mean, just yeah.
You don't know anything, Jon Snow.
I don't know anything, but I have 2 attacks, so. Bop, boop.
Both of
Beep
those
bop.
hit.
Holy shit!
Did you name your hand cannon?
Maybe.
Oh.
I like it.
Hold on.
I
How
think
very
I-
Gaian of
I
you.
think I know what
making
that's
sure.
that name's from.
Destiny 2.
Actually, I don't. Is it really? I don't know if it's a. Anyways,
Nick doesn't.
definitely that type of naming convention. Bop, boop. 14 and 10 damage, and that's all I got.
All right. All right. Flare, you are the one who has the beacon. Placing it and activating it would be an action.
Okay, do I know that it would take time to like fully activate? I assume it does.
Make a tech check.
Ooh.
They're
I'm gonna
rare
go ahead
people.
and use
They
my
exist.
once per rest Destiny thing. My Destiny 2 feature. So I'm gonna add. I don't need to,
That's
but
what
I
that
already
is.
said it. I'm gonna add a D6 to that.
Oh, it's Last Wish, not Last Kiss. And Destiny.
Yeah.
I could have.
I have a 24.
To fully activate, you would need to probably protect the beacon for a minute.
Oh, Jesus.
That's fucking cake.
Yeah, run it. You can run 1,000,000 miles.
Hey, most
an hour.
combats don't last a minute, so we're fine.
You can run 1,000,000 miles an hour. Run all the way down the gorge and down the pathway and set it down there.
That would be hilarious. How far down is it?
How far down is what?
The caldera.
The sheer drop.
Caldera.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no,
that's
there's
a sheer drop.
and
You
a
have to go-
pathway.
You have
Oh.
to go down the path. If you jump off the edge of the caldera, you'll die unless you have silver.
Oh. Hmm. If only
It's like-
someone
Or
was
some sort of
able.
It's
grappling
like
device.
several hundred feet into
Sure.
a half sunken lost city.
But there's a pathway
and-
down to it.
Yeah,
from
there's a
the
path
edge.
that kind of goes down. but
Yes,
it's not
they
so
have
good.
they have a path that can
Okay.
be used to go down there. It's
Okay.
mostly blocked off now. But.
Gotcha.
All right, Sanguisan, what are you doing?
I'm
Fire's
going
on
to
Jesus.
I'll position a little bit forward of everyone and take dodge action.
Okay,
Hopefully they'll go after me. Oh,
Vazvias,
I will.
your healer's tanking, so you're not worried.
That's- No, I'm gonna move up right next to him, and then I'm gonna cast Bless on probably our non-melee people. So Zed's gonna get Bless.
Weston.
Flare.
Is it? What does that work on again?
Saving throws and attacks. You use magic missile though, huh, all the time. How many other attacking spells do you really use? Not much, huh?
I
I would know that.
have 2 total things that use attack rolls.
Okay. We'll do it to Zed, Ronin, and
You give it to Isel. He doesn't.
Sanguisan. Yeah, but I think Sanguisan might have something, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
kind of contractually obligated. Um,
That's fair.
Yeah, so Zed, Ronin, Sanguisan have Bless, D4 on saves and
Sweet.
checks, or saves and attacks.
cool.
Nice.
No, I will stand defensively.
It's a dead man's party. Money.
The Averin, undead Averin, are going to start rushing. When I get to there. 30, yeah. Actually, he's going to move all the way to there. And you're going to see him. You're going to see him pull out a kind of a decaying blade and make 2 attacks on Molina with it. His first attack hits. Dealing 9 damage to Molina. But she manages to dodge out of the way the second one as she starts to try to scramble away from him. This one is going to use his movement to move up and his action to get over the wall. So let's go to there. Both of the archers move to the walls and then take cover. And then the Dehesa start rushing in. Yeah, I can go all the way to there. So it's gonna go. The largest one's going to move to there and take the dodge action. There. Yeah, and this one's going to move and use its action to get over the wall. And that is all they can do. Flare, you're up.
I will. Oh, man, this is tough. I think there and then. Yeah, I can't go very far. I'll turn to look at everyone and say, I'm gonna go plant the beacon. Cover me, and then she'll run. Try to figure out how to get on the other side of it. Would I be able to just climb over this thing like pretty easily?
I'll let you make an acrobatics check.
Good. I think I'm just gonna run around because there's a bunch of enemies over there now. So I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
And then I will shoot a magic missile at this.
Okay.
And have it be first level. So this one. Oh god. Okay. Well,
Jesus.
I was
My goodness.
distracted.
Oh, that
I was
was.
distracted.
Sorry. I'm like messing with my settings on my character.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go there for now.
Alright. Zed, you're up.
I'm going to one. I'm gonna. One sec. I'm gonna dash as a bonus action until I get down here. I guess.
Okay.
Or like to this wall right here.
Okay.
Step down and actually that was 25 at 10 more. Move there. I'll hold my shot. If oh, actually no, I'll attack this one.
You dash as a bonus action, and then okay, yeah.
Yeah,
go
shoot.
for it.
Sorry, my thing is wrong.
Operative.
I just realized I was getting the magic bonus, and I was adding it also to my hit, so I'm nerfing myself by one. On that guy. There we go. Magic bonus, damaged. Yes, that is correct. Boom. 22 hit.
Yep, that hits.
Damages and sneak attack.
Alright.
And
Double damage.
yep. And yeah, I'll just
Nice.
reduce that from my magazine and
Go to here and take that dodge action behind you. You're just gonna try to watch your back, Flare. Alright.
Thanks, Isel. You're a real pal.
Yeah, Melina's gonna pull out a dagger and she's gonna slash at this dude twice. Hitting on both. Not bad. 7, 4, so 11 more damage to that guy. And then she's going to move to here, taking the attack of opportunity, which actually hits 8 for another 13 damage to her. Melina's looking bloodied.
oof.
Oh boy.
All right, Ronan, you're up.
Gonna look to Sangusan and Vasvias. Are you two gonna be all right?
I think we're leaving in a moment too.
Gotcha.
Yes, if
I'm going to try and buy us some time. Just
All right.
shoot something.
I'm gonna go down and attack this Avarn a lot.
Yeah.
Uh,
He pulls like the big
oof.
decaying greatsword up in his hand and rings off your first strike.
There's the
But
karma.
you see a huge opening weakness from his initial block, and you just bring your blade in on him.
Dope.
Oh shit. It's
Wow,
easier for
alright.
me than I thought. Never mind.
15 damage on that one, and then
Okay.
for my last attack, 17 to hit.
That hits.
Bop.
Another
5 more damage. And then I'm going to take up. I'm going to move here and take a more defensive position. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that is. Yep. And that's my turn.
All right, Sanguisan, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna.
What horrible shit are you doing?
There.
Oh no, he's doing Zig's things again.
Yep, I can tell. I can tell every time I see his arrow moving around.
Meteor storm.
Holy zits.
Meteor storm.
Nothing but love, Chris.
Holy diver.
Okay, so everyone except these two to the right is going
Okay.
to get hit with a Channel Divinity Turn Undead.
Okay.
All right.
It's not
I
bad.
don't think I've ever actually seen that used before. No, every cleric has it.
It's good.
It is good. It's just situational.
So Wisdom save against 15, or they are turned for a minute and have to dash away from me.
Okay. So, you gather divine light in your palms, and you begin to swirl it around you, and the rest of you feel the heat of the radiant energy, and then he releases the Turn Undead, and it ripples like this beam of radiance out across the skeleton of this building and through the Dehesa and the Averins, and then breaks away, and as all of you turn and look up from the flash of light, you see all of them standing there unaffected.
Oh.
So not good.
Ah,
Tits.
I don't know what that's supposed to do, but that's not it, right?
nope, it does not seem to have worked. I will
Okay, let's
back
just
up
like with my
a
back
bit
against the
more
wall.
towards everyone else.
Vasvias.
I will move in front there, and I don't think I can really do anything. I think that's probably it. I don't want to do that yet. Oh, that's also concentration. Never mind. Yeah, that's it. Oh, can I take the what is it? Dodge action, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Take dodge action.
It's not a bad move.
Actually, real quick before we go off my turn, right here, is this like a 1 square opening? Like, do they, or like a 2 square opening? Like between these two sides of the, like right here?
Yes. There's a small opening there that they can move through.
I'm gonna go right in front of it. I lied. I'm gonna go
Okay.
right in front of it, and I'm
Mine
gonna
was
attack
help.
twice.
Chris, I messaged you.
His message is screw you, Chris, and all your class teachers.
Screw you, Chris. Chris, I know you thought this was the one time you're gonna use
26
it,
to
but
hit.
fuck you.
I felt pretty bad as it was happening. 21 to hit?
26.
That hits.
Figured.
Oh,
7
man.
plus 5. 12 damage. My first attack.
Okay.
Second attack
Alright.
is an 11 plus 8 is 19 to hit
That hits.
for 13 damage.
Alright, and that strike kills it. The radiant
Oh.
energy
Wow.
stabs through it, and you see the sick, pale white energy, the glow in its eyes and through its veins, just kind of die out. as it falls to the ground.
All right.
I weaken.
And that's my turn.
Just saying.
At the start of the enemy's turn, the largest Tehesa turns its head up towards the sky and it lets out a call.
Oh yeah.
17 more.
Ruh-roh.
More Tehesa begin to break through the trees. 2 larger ones from either side. But that is as far in as they can get on this turn.
Oh, that's bad.
What are you talking about? That's good.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
More experience.
Yeah. This is an experience-based campaign, right?
Mhm.
Technically, this level's the first level where I'm not actually tracking XP on you guys. So, all right. Then it is going to move in on you, Vosvius, and it's going to make an attack with its big ass mouth for a bite. AC
15? Yeah, 15.
15. All right. It hits with its bite attack, dealing 10 piercing damage to you. And then
Constitution check is good.
it rears up with one of its front claws and it slashes you as well for another 14 slashing damage.
Jeez. Still made it. 10 plus.
This Tehesa is going to move and then use its action to dive all over the wall and rush you, Zed. This one is going to... This one's going to move in on Sanguisan. You do get an opportunity attack if you want it,
Ooh, sweet.
Uh-oh.
because you blocked that doorway.
7 plus 8 is 15.
15? Yep, 15 hits.
Solid. And I will expend the smite
Okay.
on it as well. Just a first level. So next year. I rolled max on the weapon damage, so
It's
15
smitten.
plus 15 plus 13, 28.
28. Okay.
13 of it being radiant.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I'll strike the big one, and then I'll see the small one kind of like squirt between his legs, and I'll like whirl around and like hit him on the back legs.
Does reach Sanguisan alive, though. It's going to make a bite attack against Sanguisan, which you block away with your axe. This other one also rushes and hops the wall and makes a bite attack on you, Sanguisan. This one hits for 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Swordsman uses his full movement. The other great swordsman is going to rush up and attack you back.
I like that.
AC
16.
hits with the first attack
Alright.
for 7 slashing damage, and then he brings it up for a second one, which you manage to parry away.
Sweet.
This one is going to move to here. It rises on top and it beats its sword against the kind of like mesh of armor that's kind of like fused into its skin.
Yummy.
This one is going
That's
to move
gross.
6 steps and make 2 attacks on Melina. Okay. Yep, it does hit Melina with the first attack.
That's not good. Quick, flare. Switch places somehow.
Alright.
I use
Makes the
spell
second
switch
attack
places.
on Melina, which hits as well.
I shoot the decanter of water at her.
And Melina appears to be like barely standing at this point.
Oh boy.
The Averin that have the bows draw from their positions and fire. The first one fires at. The first one's going to fire at you, Voss.
What kind of bows?
Sport.
They just have like what appear to be like decrepit longbows.
Okay. I was just curious.
The next one fires at Sanguisan. AC Sanguisan.
Kinetic is 17.
17. All right. It does miss you as well. And then the last one's going to fire on Melina.
Ugh.
And hit.
And
Melina goes down.
Oh boy.
She's not dead, but she's at 0 and stable. She drops to the ground in front of you, Flare, and she says, "Oh, no time for this. Get your friends out of here." And she's gonna start fumbling her free hand inside of her clothes as she's trying to struggle to not lose consciousness. Like she's looking for something.
Flare, you heard her. Let's get to the path.
So like when she got to here last turn, Flare would have been like backpedaling, kind of like holding the beacon, like looking at everybody, and so like still kind of like jogging in place. She'll look at everyone and say, "How far do you think I should go with this thing? I don't like this."
I'll take you down. Just let's
Okay.
go.
You would just
I'm
be
gonna
running
cast-
off the map at this point if you want to go down.
Yeah.
the map.
I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat so I can dash as a bonus action.
Get
And
out
I'm
of
just
here.
gonna bolt 100 feet as far as I can.
Okay, so that would take you to the start of the path. You see them all
Okay.
about 100 feet away from you, still kind of like in this fight.
And is there like another town up ahead that we were supposed to drop it in, or is it just like
No, you
someplace?
were
They just
supposed to
said
drop
as
it
soon
in
as
the
we got to
town you just
Chaldra.
ran out of.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought we were doing it at the bottom. I thought we were leading him to the thingy.
Yeah,
Just
you wanted to try to
do your
follow them
thing.
through the path.
Yeah. Dude, keep going.
Okay, yeah. So she'll just take off with the beacon.
Okay.
She'll,
All right.
Are you at the start of the
before-
path?
yes. Before she runs, she'll say Isel, can you help Melina? She needs help. And then she's just gonna like
I'll take
bolt.
care of
And then
it.
like when she runs, it's almost like she's like skating a couple inches off the ground.
Nice.
It's my turn.
Oh yeah, sorry. You go. You go.
Yep, me. I'm gonna shoot this one right here.
Okay.
The
The one underneath him.
Yeah, this one right here.
Okay.
Let's
That
see,
hits.
20 hits. Yeah. Alright, 8 damage to him, 4 to the one next to it.
Yeah. The 4
No.
damage to the one next to it kills it.
Dude, nice.
Sneak attack. And I'm gonna yell to Flare, "How wide's the path?"
Single file.
She'll say, it's pretty narrow. I think we'd have to go single file on this one.
Perfect. I'll disengage as a bonus action.
Sure. As you disengage and you start to follow her off the map, essentially,
Yeah.
you do turn and look back, and you do see that throughout like these areas, you do see more of the undead breaking through the trees.
Got it.
So even if you do funnel them down this path, just be aware it's a big project.
I got it.
Blood and mud.
I'll just start everybody let's go, like the hands and start running.
All right, Isel is going to. Yeah, Isel's going to heal her. Sorry. He's level 5. Okay. He's going to heal her for 20.
Nice.
As she comes back up, she looks up to him and across to you, Ronin, and she says, "I thought I told you guys to get out of here." And you're gonna see her pull a grenade.
Woo.
Oh no.
Isel's
Here we
gonna
go.
look to you, and he is not going to use his movement until he receives direction.
That's such a different thing to have expected. You can't be serious.
She's just gonna smile.
Right. I'm gonna.
Are we all free to talk?
Yeah, I mean,
You would see this happening. You're like using the butt end of your battle axe to knock down the snapping Tehessa.
If you plan on using a grenade, we should all get to the path and you can perhaps blow a chunk off behind us so they can't follow.
Good enough plan for me.
Right.
Alright, Isel's gonna move. He can only move 30 feet, so he's behind, but he's gonna start running towards the path. Melina is going to slip the grenade back in, and she's gonna make 2 more dagger attacks on this guy. She is going to hit on both. For a total of 13
Absolutely.
damage. But he's still looking pretty strong. And then she's gonna, I guess, start running towards the path. She's gonna run on this side. And she does take an opportunity attack. Oh shit! He got a natural 20. So
You should probably just stop rolling against yourself, man.
all
It's
right.
doesn't work out for
Stop
us.
killing yourself, please.
No,
Yeah,
we don't
there
want
it
to
is.
do that. No, because when NPCs want that, so
That
Stop.
drops her back
Oh.
to 0.
Oh
So
my
she goes down.
Jeez,
again.
really?
actually falls to like my
Running
feet because
around.
I'm only like right there.
No,
okay.
35.
She
dropped
would not
that
have been able to
Oh,
move. She would have dropped
opportunity,
back
yeah,
there.
yeah, it was opportunity. That's right.
All right. So, attack 1 on the one next to me.
Okay.
Nice. 23 to hit.
That hits.
8 damage.
He is still up.
That's fine. I'm gonna move to this one. Attack him once.
You don't take opportunity attacks, correct?
Not if I attack
Hit them.
somebody.
That hits
Yeah.
as well.
10 damage to him.
Okay.
Bonus action. I'll use that for that to hit it.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Action surge.
Alright. You've opened a wound on its chest now as it kind of stumbles back off of her.
I'm gonna grab Melina,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use my action to grapple Gauntlet at one of the trees in this direction
Sure.
to pull us towards the path.
Sure. It moves you guys to there.
Oof.
So yeah, you scoop her and
Nice.
pull yourself over
Shite.
as you start to follow them. Alright. Sanguisan, boss. Good luck. You guys got completely split from the group here. I'm excited to see how you guys handle this.
Can I see Melina, or is she behind a wall?
Shit, should Voss Vice be going before you? Have I been fucking that up this whole time?
I don't know. Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I think
probably.
so.
If you got
Oh.
18.
Alright, Voss, you're first.
Um,
State of the game.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to clear. I'll take the opportunity attack from the big Dehesa and move within range of this guy. I can move to there.
It
Um,
did hit with a
okay.
claw attack for 17 slashing damage.
What's my constitution? Ba-doop, +2. Oh, the drops bless. Concentration.
You guys feel the
forgot to
bless.
be using it. God damn it.
Yeah.
You guys feel the
You were
bless
hitting
blade
anyways,
over
you never
guys.
Yep.
Then I will make 2 attacks on this guy. Try and clear a path for.
Okay.
16 to hit.
Hits.
For 8 plus 5 is 13.
Alright. He's still up.
Second attack.
That was a big hit, though. You see the divine energy like breaking away at his skin from that
Okay.
strike.
Solid. 23 to hit.
Hits.
Another 13 damage.
Alright, that one brings him down. He dies.
All right. I would say time to go, partner.
Yes, it is.
Partner.
That'll just smell.
Alright, Sanguisan, you're up.
Partner.
Partner.
Time to skedaddle.
Okay.
I'm skedaddle.
Time to blue skidoo out of this bitch.
That's right. Actually,
Get
that's
to
the one.
wall.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see them over it? Right here?
Yes.
Okay. Is that... think that
That got
one
an opportunity attack, which does hit for 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
Can Paladin use his what's fire life for me, but the healing, the pocket heals, can you use that on bonus action or is that an action?
It's an action.
I think it's an action.
It's an action,
Lay on
okay.
hands.
Lay on hands? Yeah, it's an
Lay on hands is what I couldn't think of lay on hands.
Yeah.
And then
Ooh,
I'm
yikes.
going to cast a Prayer of Healing, which should hit the 4 of us
That
who are
is
still on the map.
Much appreciated.
Okay. Let us hope it is enough.
So plus another 2 because it's at 2nd level. So 16 health to everybody.
Okay.
I'm at max.
Alright. I'm not.
And that's all I can really do.
Alright. Alright.
Oh boy. Yep.
It's the dead Voss party.
That's right, it is.
I think I can get to you.
Oh, can I have bonus action Shield of Faith on myself? Or
That's
is that
your
too
one.
far since my turn? Okay. Thank you.
Alright. Alright, the big one's gonna attack you twice.
17.
First attack hits for a bite.
Damn.
Deals 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Second attack hits. For 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
Next one attacks you with its 1 bite attack, which misses. And then the other one goes to the Claymore attacks against you. First one misses, and the second one misses.
Okay,
you
well,
managed
don't
to
say-
parry through the rest of that.
So let's not say Claymore. That just sounds worse somehow.
Alright, well, the other one's gonna swing its Claymore at Sanguison.
Bastard sword.
Made it more clay
Bigger
than
than a
your sword
bastard
is.
sword.
That bastard's a one and a half.
Sanguison, you managed to parry away both attacks as well. And then the greater Dehesa is going to attack you twice because you're still technically carrying her.
Understandable.
So
First
understandable.
attack
Have a nice
is a
day.
natural 1.
Nice.
Snaps through the undergrowth, and you hear its mouth break. You hear some of its teeth break and shatter off of a rock that it bites on, and then it brings up a slashing attack into your back, which does hit you. For
He's gonna
10
feel that one in the morning.
As a reaction,
Yes.
as a reaction, she's within 30 feet. They're within 30 feet of me, so I'm gonna make the Dehesa make a DC 15 Wisdom save or take damage.
It fails.
DC 14. 14, sorry.
It fails.
Takes 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
All right. Yeah, it takes 10 radiant damage.
Cool.
The 3 bowmen also can still fire on 2 of you guys. So the one on the far left is going to fire a shot on Vosvice. AC Vosvice?
17.
He hits. For 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
The next one's also going to fire on you.
Yikes.
But he misses. And the third one is going to fire on Sanguison. But he rolls a natural 1, so he bricks it as well. These others are going to start moving off of the map as well, following in chase. Flare, I would imagine you keep running down the path.
Yeah, how far does it go?
It's about 150 feet end to end.
Cool, I dash twice and go 150 feet.
So you hit the bottom of the path.
Okay.
Alright. Zed.
I'm gonna look to
Yeah, pretty
Ronan.
much.
You're gonna need to guard our heavies. I gotta watch her. I'm gonna take a shot because I'm still like here at the
Yeah.
big one.
Okay.
Boom.
That hits.
10 damage. Sneak attack. And then I'm gonna dash as a bonus action, move 70 feet.
Okay. So you're like halfway down the path, pretty much.
I wasn't at the path. I was Because I ran.
You were
From,
all- oh yeah,
I
you're
moved
only
from
35
right
feet.
here. Yeah.
So
I
you're
was
like
30.
starting down the path then.
Yes.
Isol.
I don't want to cheat.
Melina's still
I don't
unconscious, right?
shoot.
Yeah, no, she isn't.
She got shot.
Oh, okay.
Being carried now.
Oh, that's right. She got the
Carried
prayer
now.
healing. Right.
Yeah.
Isol is going to touch Ronan, and Ronan, he's going to heal you for 20 hit points,
Oh, wow.
and then he's going to move 30 feet and just keep running towards the bridge.
Excellent.
Yeah. I did refer to you guys as the heavies.
Melina's going to pull herself over your shoulder, screaming in rage, and she's going to jump onto the Dehessa's head and start stabbing it with her dagger.
That's her prerogative.
She
That's
misses
pretty
on the first
beastly.
attack, and she misses on the second attack as she's now like on it, stabbing.
I'm not
Running.
man.
Yep.
It's a normal thing. Yeah, I'm gonna also be attacking it. So really, we're on the same page.
All right. Go ahead and make your attacks.
17 to hit,
Hits.
12 to hit,
12 misses,
And
but
19
19 hits.
9. So 18 damage total slashing.
Right. It's still up, but it's looking pretty fucked up now.
I'm gonna shuffle around it to be there, and that's all I can do.
All right, Boss Vice. Dude, we played out our fucking battle music.
I know, I just realized. Just now realized. Hot damn.
It's
Dear
really
God.
only been like 30 seconds in game.
This is only round 3.
Speaking of music,
18 seconds?
what is it? Colt by Astrothrob is really great.
Mhm.
Astro Throb.
It's one of my favorite.
All right, Boss Vice. What are you
Astro
doing, man?
Astrothrob's the best.
Does
It's
this-
Astro Throbbing.
I can't remember.
Mhm. I throb astrally.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
I'm throbbing. Astro.
Mhm.
Throbbing in space.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Space throb.
dump all my lay on hands into myself. 25. And hope that I don't get fucked up. I don't know. I'm gonna move straight
Okay.
down, take all the opportunity attacks.
All right.
3.
Did you disengage? and just
Aisha
run
is
away?
with you.
It wouldn't have mattered. It would have been a
as-
waste of an attack, honestly.
Aisha is with you as all of their opportunity attacks miss.
Oh shit! I also dumped 25 life into myself, so we're. I didn't mind getting hit
Action
once or
for
twice.
You're looking good.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
I can.
You drank a
I hopped the
tall
fence,
glass of Aisha today.
so
That's right,
good.
Aisha in the morning.
think I
Aisha
can
in
go
the evening,
there.
Aisha at supper time.
I can get that far.
And Aisha at second supper.
Also
that's-
disengage.
That's my turn.
Disengage wouldn't have helped him. It
Take
only
this on.
moves 5 feet of danger.
No, disengage just means you don't provoke opportunity
Yes.
to exit your
Yeah.
movement this turn.
Yeah.
It's not shifting.
It's not
Really?
shifting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's purely just like
You're
you just
stuck in
don't.
3.5. Get out of the cult, bro.
Please.
Get out of the cult.
I'd Sanguine Sign.
Get.
How does this guy next to me look?
Pretty fucked up.
I'm going to try and
Eat
hit
him.
him then.
Eat
for it.
him.
Eat him.
You're Caltal. Eat him. This is just what I presume Caltal did.
That kills him.
Nice.
Max damage. Seeing him go down, I will continue to back up. But I don't want to get too far.
How's your Munko friend liking this violence?
What?
He's
His
got a little
monkey.
baby boy in his backpack.
Oh, the monkey's like freaking out. He's like, you can feel him trembling in your head.
Squeaking and all kinds of pissed off.
He's shrieking like the monkey from Cloudy with a
Mm.
Chance of Meatballs,
He's shrieking like a
He's
monkey.
gonna move up to here and attack.
essentially.
It misses. So it's gonna move down to here and attack Vosvius as well.
Okay.
and it misses on both of its attacks. Then move to here and attack Sanguison. It does hit you, Sanguison, for 7 piercing damage as you feel it bite into the calf of your leg.
I'll use my reaction to make it make a wisdom for
sure.
DC 14 wisdom.
It passes.
It takes 3 radiant damage.
Alright. And the last one brings 2 claymore shots down on you, Ronan. AC?
16.
Alright, it misses on the first one, but it does hit on the second one.
Oof.
For 9 slashing damage.
Alright.
That is their turn. Flare, you're at the bottom. You see some of them starting to crest the path above you.
Is there a spot on the other side of this path that I would deem safe for the beacon?
I mean, it's really just meant to be planted in the ground.
Yeah.
But while it's calibrating, yeah, you wouldn't want anything to like disturb it or break it, because then the signal wouldn't get sent out.
Right. So I guess what I mean is like, is there like?
There's pretty much just jungle around you right now.
Okay.
If you go into the jungle, you'll eventually hit like the Lost City.
Gotcha.
But it's like very overgrown. And the city appeared pretty sunken from above.
I'll calm everybody and say, well, it seems like it's just jungle over here. Should I keep going? How's everything going back there?
Plant it!
Okay, she's just gonna plant it.
Okay. You hear it whir to life, and it begins attempting to calibrate.
She'll say, okay.
As you're planting it, you take a moment to actually take in your surroundings, and you realize that there is a very heavy fog here.
That's probably good. I'm going to use that as I'm going to be optimistic and say that's going to help me. Yeah. So she'll plant it and then kind of look at the fog, and she'll say, I don't know how I feel about this place, but do you guys need help?
It takes your action to plant it and activate it.
I know.
Guard it.
Okay.
You
She's just
take
gonna
the-
she's gonna do the
use your full movement to run a circle around it like 30 times.
Yeah, pretty much. She's gonna do the John Travolta meme where he's like looking around. I forget what it's called or what it's from, but
Pulp Fiction me. That's
Is that
really
it?
good.
is that from Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, it's from Pulp Fiction.
Okay. She's just like,
I'm gonna move 30 feet down the pathway.
Okay.
So I'm about like halfway, right?
Yeah. Down the pathway, no. If you move 30 feet down the pathway, you're like not even a quarter of the way. It's like 150 feet in.
Okay, I'll dash as a bonus action then.
Okay.
So it moves 35, 70.
Yeah.
So that's 75 would be half, right? So.
Yeah. So now you're like almost halfway.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around and hold my action for when I see some boys start hitting the path.
All right. At this point, we're gonna go into rule of cool, and I would like Voss, Sanguison, and Ronan to all make either acrobatics or athletics checks. Lena is going to do an acrobatics check.
I'm good at both of those. Athletics. But I will use inspiration.
Oh, yikes. Screw you, dice.
Oof.
11 total.
Okay. All right. So all of you working together, you maneuver and finesse your ways to the front of this pack of enemies, and Melina moves around in front of you guys, firing her biotic pistol at them to try to provide cover, and then she slips it back into her carrier, and you see her pull the grenade out as you guys hit the front of the path. As she comes like sliding to a stop, all of you rush past her. Voss, you do get hit on the way though, for 6 slashing damage.
That's fine.
And as you guys cut down the path, she pulls the pin and she drops it, and she starts running behind you guys. All of you come tearing down the path. Zed, you're like firing behind them, and then as they start to hit your area, you start moving back with them down the path in front of them. And then all of you feel the explosion rock the side of the path and then reverberate all the way down the end of the path. And I need all of you guys to make dexterity saving throws.
I'm gonna. That's interesting. I'm gonna.
Or you can make a strength saving throw if you want to try.
Oh,
to climb
I would-
up.
I like that much better.
I'm gonna start running towards them.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
self-impose
understand
because
what
this,
you're saying.
Okay.
this is the first time since I died that I've like heard a grenade explosion. So I'm gonna do self-imposed disadvantage because
I respect that. But I'm
probably
not going to reward you for
freak
it.
me the hell out. I didn't think you would.
Just like college.
Yep. It's very true. 14.
All right. So all of you kind of maneuver to try to catch yourselves as this path is crumbling, and all of you do manage to actually get out of the fall, sliding to a stop at the bottom. All right, without taking any damage on your feet, and the party kind of regroups together in this fog as you see various of the dead kind of falling off, still on fire from the grenade explosion.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep aiming up there, just in case I
Sure.
see like the big Dehesa like fucking crawling down the side of the wall or something.
As you guys turn back, you see ahead a path where the jungle parts, and you see the large pyramids of this lost city in the distance.
Guys, I planted the beacon.
Without like looking back, I'm still like looking at the wall. How long ago?
Not too long ago.
How
We've
long
still got
since-
a minute. We've still got roughly a minute at least before it goes off. But it seems like we're safe now, right? And she kind of like looks over everybody at the demolished path.
Voss is also staring back up the path defensively, making sure nothing comes back.
I
Melina,
don't think we should let our guard down, but
You check around us while I keep an eye on the back.
Who?
Melina.
Melina.
Yeah, you want her to kind of like walk around and make a perception check?
I want her to do her scout thing, yeah.
Yeah, sure. She'll move through the fog and eventually disappear.
are you guys okay? That was terrifying.
You guys will see Isel do a movement with his body that's almost like the mimicry of a shiver, as he kind of rubs his metal hands across the top, like his arms and where his like biceps would be, and he looks around and he says, "I don't know why, but I don't like this place."
Faisal doesn't like this place. I don't like this place.
At this point, you hear a beeping from the beacon.
Is that it?
I'm gonna go check on it just to make sure it's working.
Make a computers check.
Okay.
I would go up to Sanguisan after a minute of kind of like looking around, and I would say, I don't know much, but that should have worked. Do you have any idea why it didn't?
Perhaps the magic or whatever was used to raise them back from the dead might not have been something my divine magic could touch.
Saying it might have been natural. I don't get it, but you know.
That's unsettling.
Whatever it is, I have no idea what it could be.
I have a feeling the forest might be alive. It ate up a cigarette butt earlier.
Gross. Why were you smoking?
But is the
Well, perhaps this corruption not only kills things, but brings them back for some purpose.
say that is not a regular thing that a forest or a jungle can do, is bring things back on its own. This is very
Oh, are you some kind of druid?
deep-seated. No, but I've read about such things, and I feel like it's a very deep-seated magic to be able to affect the undead. This is a natural place doing unnatural things, or so it seems.
I can't argue with you. I don't know anymore.
It is unsettling and not good to have one of our best weapons against the undead not to be able to affect the undead.
Flare,
Uh-huh.
checking on the beacon, you find that it has not been able to retain a signal.
Great.
Does that bounce off the walls of this fucking canyon?
Can I at all tell why? Does it have like a screen of some kind?
It appears to be atmospheric issues.
Oh.
But was this expected? Were we told that we might not be able to set it?
No.
You'd
No,
expect it. You'd expect it to be boosted at the bottom of a caldera. So at least
Yeah.
that's what our tech wizard Zed thought.
Yeah, so she'll kind of look up at everybody and say, I don't think it's working. I think the atmosphere of the planet is blocking it.
Nah, why would they? They would have had to known that. It has to be something that's happening with this fog or something.
I do a perception check.
Go for it. The fog's pretty dense. You can only clearly see about 20 feet in front of you.
Maybe it has something to do with this thick fog. I can't even
I'm gonna yell out
really see
Melina
much.
as she's like to interrupt her too.
Melina.
Yeah,
What do you say? Just Melina?
just yell out Melina.
There's no immediate response.
Hmm.
Shit.
We probably should have put her on our comm channel.
I don't think it's likely she had one.
Oh, it's
After about another minute, she comes back into view. What?
the
It's
beacon
not
isn't
working.
getting us.
Whatever's down here knows we're down here now.
Yeah, not the explosion. They'll like
The beacon's not getting a
smile at
signal. Do you think this fog could be blocking it, Melina?
I don't know what this fog is. I guess it's possible. I know very little about technologies.
It's fair.
What kind of check
guess,
could I do? I'm sorry, keep going. Keep doing what you're doing.
I guess we're gonna find Starry Eyes herself. Smile at everybody.
She'll look towards
What?
everyone and she'll say, "Would you like to bind your wounds here or keep moving?"
Is it safe to stay here? This fog is getting quite thick.
It's thick as far as I walked, which means it's probably thick in the city too. If there's any section of the caldera I don't trust, it's the city.
Well, I'm good to keep going, but that was a very scary situation. I think rest would do us some good.
I'm
But I don't know
gonna
if we should
kind of
stay
like
here for long.
I'm gonna kind of have like my chin in my hand, and I'm gonna say, Melina, would you say that whatever poisons the plants and the creatures up there comes from any kind of fog up there? And are we in more danger being in a thicker concentration of this fog, of being poisoned, or
There wasn't really
corrupted?
any kind of unnatural fog up there.
No? Okay.
Just down here.
I would say if we stay here a moment or wherever, I can see if I can detect any poisonous air, poisonous anything within our range. But it would take a few minutes.
Well, I think we have that at least.
Look, I'll stand watch. You guys take a break.
All right.
We'll figure
I mean,
something out.
I will. Yeah, if we're at like 10 wounds here, then I will ritual
So you
cast.
guys want to do like a
detect.
short rest?
Yeah, that's
I
what
think so,
I was
yeah.
trying to get at
Okay.
without saying it out loud.
Yeah, and
Zed doesn't know what
while
that
we're
is.
doing it, I will ritual cast detect poison and disease.
Yeah, I don't need to take a break, so I'll just stay on guard the whole time.
Yeah, that'll help. That'll help me.
I'll keep checking the beacon. I don't really know how this thing works, but I feel like maybe somebody told me something about it a long time ago. Let me see. And she'll like
Hey,
start messing with it.
When you get frustrated, I can fiddle with it.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, we'll go ahead and take our break there, too. You can make another confusion check. It's the same as your first one, right? I
Computers.
believe so. Yeah.
I did tech to see how to use it, and then I did computers to see what.
Yeah. And you've done computers twice now, and they're both 19s. So you don't really learn any new information.
The last one was an 18. Actually, this one was a 19.
You don't really learn any information.
Okay. Sometimes it works.
Sure.
Rip it. Beyblade, let it rip.
What do you guys want to do?
I did a 7 perception during the break.
Got it.
I was watching.
Oh, we lost it.
You didn't really notice any activity.
Okay.
Melina went out on a couple more searches, and as she comes back, as you guys finish your short rest, she tells all of you that she believes she's found the most direct path into the city. If that's indeed what you guys want to do.
Before we go, Flare, throw that over here.
Sure, you want to take a look at it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I couldn't get anything in.
Because I'm not trying to. I can actually do computers. Ooh, crit.
Ooh. Thank God we have a technomancer.
It does appear, based upon your readings of like the data on it, it does appear that it does indeed have something to do with the fog.
Okay.
Does anyone have HMO7 defog?
Yeah.
That was a Pokemon.
Pokemon reference.
Gotcha. It's too bad James isn't here to hear it. Oh well.
Looks like we should have placed it up there, but I don't know how safe we could have kept it.
Can this beacon move? Like, could we pick it up and put it somewhere else, or is it like planted itself on the ground?
You can move it for sure.
Oh, let's go back.
We blew up the pathway.
Yeah.
For people who are not fast, maybe.
That's right.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could take Flare and myself over there. I don't know how safe it would be.
Very.
I have to mark off my rounds. 1 sec.
I mean, I don't really have anything.
Yeah, he's just gonna like rub his hand on his chin, and I don't see a way of getting back up there. So after Starlight, we go.
Should we take the beacon with us?
Yeah, maybe the fog will clear.
Or maybe we
Okay.
climb one of the Great Pyramids.
That's a good point.
That sounds like fun. Wait, there's pyramids here?
Aren't you the one that told us that?
Yeah, the ziggurats
Uh-uh.
over there.
No, she hasn't been paying attention.
She'll look to all of you and she'll say, "Follow me," and she'll start to move into the fog.
Can I do like a general insight check on her to see what her little mood and?
Oh, she does. She's not happy to be going in there. Like that.
Yeah, no.
That's not very good. That's just a 10.
She seems nervous.
Okay. I was looking for like ill will leading us into something, you know.
Sure, she seems nervous.
Cool.
All right, you guys follow her in, and eventually she leads you guys onto a large stone bridge, and you see great pools of water and other interconnecting stone bridges in like the areas of this city's like first level that have just like sunken in. As you guys start to move through it, she points to where you guys see a massive glowing green gem at the top of a ziggurat at the center of this city. You can actually see it's glint through the fog, almost like a lighthouse light. and she'll point to it and she'll say, "At the center of the city
Oh.
is the Temple of Amon Kol. And that is most likely where an explorer would go if they were stupid enough to come here. Though I'm
How
sure
much-
there are riches all about if we just want to desecrate some tombs."
How much do you think that gem goes?
How much do you think that gem weighs?
Oh, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not gonna take it.
That's right. We're not taking anything from this place. And she'll wink at Zed.
So
No
smile.
interesting magical artifacts from here.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Neither would I.
Do that, Ronan? No.
Seems a waste to not at
taking
least
things.
look.
Yeah. I will struggle with that.
Look around, see if we see signs of anybody else being here.
Sure. Gotta make perception checks. She's gonna start leading you guys forward,
There
tentatively
it is.
taking a path that looks like a main path leading in the direction of the glinting jewel in the fog. Unless you guys don't want her to take you in that direction.
No, that's our safest bet, I think.
Yeah. I got an 8.
Looking around, the fog is pretty dense. None of you notice any other signs of life, really. You do occasionally notice in the pools of water disturbances or movements, though. Like, there's probably, like, fish or alligator-type creatures, like, living in this.
Hmm. Alright, so we know it can this area can sustain life or unlife, maybe.
Perhaps both.
In any case, that observation is probably useless. Thank you, Zed.
Isol's going to pat you on the on your lower arm, Zed, and he's going to say, "I thought that was useful."
Thanks, buddy.
Right. It takes about another 10 minutes or so to get to the point where you guys can actually see this large ziggurat with this glinting jewel at its center. At the top of it. Sorry, its peak. You see a main door frame with a massive double door made of stone that appears to be closed as well.
Melina, do you suppose if there's anyone here that's not a zombie, do you suppose we'll be welcome?
I don't suppose that there's anybody here who's not a zombie.
Well, that's depressing.
And I would imagine we're not welcome. You may have a great deal of respect for this adventurer, Starry-Eyed, but I met him and my impression was of a more foolish man.
Well, some of the greatest people I know have some very strange first impressions. And she kind of like side-eyes everybody in the group. And she'll say, but he is a good man. One of the finest adventurers the League has ever seen. If he did go into this temple here, I'm sure he's waiting for us safe and sound. Besides, I'm pretty, not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty decent adventurer with my own soul. She kind of like cracks her knuckles and like does that thing where she like reaches her foot back and like taps the toe on the ground with both of her boots. This isn't the first place I've spelunkered.
And there wouldn't be any other place, like kind of looking around, there wouldn't be any other place that's Starry-Eyed would go. I mean, this would be the main temple, right? Do you know if they were going specifically for something or just seeking knowledge and artifact?
He was vague. One of the things I did not like about him.
Yeah, he does that.
I'll kind of turn my head to Flair and kind of same question type of thing. Like, did you know?
I'm not really sure. He always went on and on about these things he wanted to do and all these places he wanted to go. Admittedly, it was hard to understand all of them and write them down at the same time.
And your mentor, she did not say anything about a specific artifact either, correct? If I'm remembering that correctly?
Not that I remember. I think she just mentioned that Irian went down into the city and didn't come back.
Well, probably should not waste our time on any other part of this city. Seems like that's the destination.
So there's just like a large stone door.
As far as you can tell, from what you've seen so far, you guys are kind of standing in a courtyard. You haven't actually gotten up to the door yet.
Okay.
She's going to turn to all of you and she's going to say, "Now that I am here, I don't intend to leave without finding out whatever is going on and putting an end to it. My conscience would not allow otherwise."
I'm glad you changed your tune. What changed your mind? And he'll smile and walk past her to I'm gonna comb the steps in the front area for traps or what I think there might be a trap.
She's gonna roll.
I think it might have been the zombies.
She's gonna roll her eyes and she's going to say, "If only I believed all of you were of the same opinion." And then she's gonna turn and follow you. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception.
You don't notice any traps or anything leading up to the doorway.
Okay.
She also doesn't appear to as she just starts approaching the door.
Okay.
All goes well.
I will follow. I'll probably be last. I'll probably go if we're in any kind of marching order. I'd probably be
All right.
last.
Once you guys get up to the doorway, what would you like to do?
I have a background feature that might help here.
I thought you might.
It says when I enter a ruin or dungeon, but I'm assuming I might be able to glean something now. When you enter a ruin or dungeon, you correctly ascertain its original purpose and determine its builders.
You can tell that this ziggurat is an ancient Avaran structure from before the Avarans lived in the biodomes when they were a more traditionalist society. You would be able to tell that. You'd be able to tell from the construction of this ziggurat that it is some kind of almost not a religious center, but some kind of spiritual center. It's probably dedicated to an order of Proteans.
Oh. So Flair will kind of she'll start running her hands over the stone of the door, and she'll kind of go wide-eyed as she's sort of looking at all of it, and she'll say, "Oh, I think I read about these once. I think these were what the Avarans lived in before they created the biodomes. I think this was some kind of center for Proteans, a community of some kind."
As you turn around and you kind of look through all of them explaining this, your eyes fall on Isel as you finish, and he just gives you finger guns.
What?
He's super proud of you. Or they're
Finger
super
gun
proud of
bag.
you. Sorry.
What are
I'll kind of
proteins?
Oh, Proteans? They're basically people who can turn into animals. It's a primal kind of magic. You don't see it too often.
Right.
We had a Protean
I remember-
once who really enjoyed being a cat most of the time, In fact, I can't remember ever seeing him as a human very often. Maybe like once or twice, but he was there for like 2 years. It was weird.
You sure he wasn't just a cat?
Oh. Yeah, no, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it might have just been a cat. Very human-like, though.
Wow.
Good
I'm glad that
conversation.
one of our experts
Yeah, I'm gonna tap your shoulder. And,
here.
I'm just gonna put my hand on your shoulder and very carefully walk forward and investigate the ground.
Melina will kind of glare at the people in the group who take what she's saying less seriously, especially as she gets into her super tangential story of this wonky Protean who lived at the League for a while, and she will say, all of you should understand this. The Proteans helped shape this world into a livable place. Before the biodomes, they were the only thing that kept our communities alive. This is a sacred place. And this is a desecration.
Well, if I could be so bold, Melina, if this place has been plagued by the, plague of undeath that we've been seeing, then perhaps it's already been desecrated.
I believe the only way forward is to literally go forward. We need to figure out how to get through this door. If I remember correctly from playing that game, did you all play it when you were a child? You had like different pieces, and it on the board they kind of like the elephants and the other things kind of came to life and started chasing after you across the board. I don't remember what it's called. It might have started with a J. But if you look around the sides of the door, there's got to be like a switch or like a panel or some kind of thing in the stone that would allow us in to this place.
And there's probably traps too. We should avoid those.
So yes, the traps could set you
I'm
back.
gonna look to Melina and like smiling, and then hey, they catch on, don't they?
She's gonna let out a deep sigh, and you guys are gonna see her walk eastwards across the face of this side of the ziggurat.
As she's going, I would say, I didn't even say anything about fire this time. Why is she upset?
Maybe she found a secret entrance. That's even better than a switch.
We've both been looking for traps this whole time. She's just upset you guys are just catching on. That's all.
You two have been watching way too many, way too many broadcasts.
Holovids?
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Look, I haven't been here for very long. I got a lot of catching up to do.
Right.
All right.
After about another minute, you guys see the light of a glow rod extend out from within the fog in the direction of where Melina was, and you hear her call out, "They blew a hole and made an excavation tunnel over here."
Oh,
Ooh.
she's pissed.
Claire starts like rubbing her
says underneath her breath.
Claire starts rubbing her hands together as she follows Melina. She'll say, excavation.
I'm gonna, as we're like walking.
No one excavates a building with nothing in it. Sorry.
How do you know something's in it, though,
Is
before
that-
you excavate it?
That's just gonna like look to everyone and be like, she knows there's stuff in here, right? That's the whole point.
Treasure, Zed. Treasure.
Yeah, there's treasure here.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go excavate it.
He's just gonna like look like around, and then he's just gonna slowly pull out his personal computer to look at it, see if there's any signal or anything.
He's not getting a signal.
Okay. I'm gonna put it back. Well, I assumed that because of the fog.
No,
but-
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at something else.
Oh, okay.
Was it
I-
the game I sent you earlier?
As all of you guys follow across the face of the ziggurat, you eventually all end up popping down into a large, lonely excavation tunnel. As you get about 100 feet in, you see where another hole has been blown through the tunnel at the other end, and it appears to lead out into a stone-floored room. And as you look around, you see the tunnel is strewn with equipment that appears to have just been abandoned by Irian's party of explorers.
As we're going, I'd like to look through it as we're walking. Not like
Make an investigation check.
I will do the same, actually.
ooh, that's
Pull
pretty
out my
good.
shotgun.
There it is. This place is too distracted.
What'd you get?
18 total.
All right. As you guys look through, you do find a couple glow rods. You find most of the equipment is actually like broken or like powered. Its power has gone out. But you do find a couple working glow rods, and you find one discarded med kit.
All right, I will.
Flare, how long ago did they come down here?
Who?
Simeon, Starry-Eyed, the world-class dungeon.
Oh!
Irian Starry-Eyed.
Urian
Matt, can I tell how long they were here for?
Based upon your travel time and how long you guys told they had been here before, they've been down here for like almost a week, like 5 days.
She'll kind of like look around at the stuff, like, sort of strewn about, and just kind of look around the room, and she'll say, "Well, they've been here about a week, so if they've gone in, assuming they didn't hit any significant obstacles, like some giant scorpion or something, who knows? Then they're probably pretty deep in this thing by now."
Giant scorpion. Right.
Yes, or a giant spider.
Right.
Or both. That'd be
Thought
cool.
I'd-
I'm gonna strike a glow rod.
Sure.
I mean, Ronan, she thought a cat was a protean, so he's whispering to her. He doesn't want to discourage you.
It was a very human-like cat, in my defense.
Very human. Skiters. Gross.
All right. So you guys want to follow her out of the other side of the excavation tunnel, then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, did he?
Who's picking up the med kit?
I mean, I found it. I would have picked it up, and I would probably go like offered it to Sanguizon first. He's like, you know, head nurse.
If nobody else needs it.
Actually, that's true. Does anybody need it right now?
No, I'm good.
Not I.
You could quickly let each other know how many med kits you actually have.
I have one.
I have one.
Oh no, I have two. I lied.
I have 6.
I have 3 now.
Isol doesn't have any listed.
Oh, you can't use them.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you want
I
to
have-
have somebody up.
I have one med kit, one potion of healing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call it spark kits or something for
You have 6 med kits.
Yeah.
what?
I definitely
Oh my
need to
God.
hurt you guys at some point.
I have 3.
I mean,
now,
you were
which
just
is
fucking
found.
wailing on Voss, so not that I'm complaining. It was
True.
actually really cool combat. So it was pretty neat. Also, I like seeing James sweat. So
That's what I do. I don't
Funny,
sweat.
so do I.
This is what I do.
All right, so following her, I'm just
I
assuming
tank
you guys
crap.
are following her now.
I am following.
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
The excavation tunnel breaks through into a wide rectangular gray stone room. From beneath a thick layer of dust as your party kind of fans out, and looking through the debris, all of you begin to recognize this room was probably some kind of communal hall of like beds, like a communal resting place. That's long since been just abandoned. Looking like northwestwards across the room, your party would see another archway leading out that is doorless. There's no source of light in here other than the glow rod that he activated.
I'm gonna, as I get in the room, I'm gonna follow tracking where my companions have gone already. I'm gonna put the glow rod like near the ground, kind of see if we can find like more tracks.
Okay.
That's
Make
just-
an investigation check.
Just gonna say I was asked Boss for it to check, but you got it.
17.
You do find what appears to be some kind of footback path through the debris leading out through the other archway.
You say this is like a communal resting place?
But like all the beds and stuff are just basically broken debris now.
If you said something to me, Zed, or started to say something, I would have handed you the other glow rod that I found.
Yeah, can I see that real quick? I'll take it and like brush underneath, like, you know, like crouch underneath the beds and like walk through it, see if I can find anything.
Sure.
Uh,
Normal
Boom.
investigation check. You don't really find anything useful. You find some intact, simple clothes.
Hmm.
But you don't really find much. It's pretty much just an abandoned room.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna hit
All right.
a light on my shield.
Okay.
To give us more visual.
I'll hand it back to Voss. Thanks.
I'll put on my night vision goggles.
Oh, I just gave it to you. I found 2 glow rods. I gave you the other
Oh,
one I
okay.
was using.
Oh yeah, then. Thanks. Yeah, I'll hold on to it.
Blair puts on goggles.
The glow rods are like long
Yeah, it's gonna.
wooden
Oh, is it-
sticks that end at like flat, in oval shaped indents, like the end of a scepter, and then it just has kind of glowing off of it like this translucent, like almost like gooey, like putty like liquid, and you can like press your hand into it to kind of like shape it and stuff.
Okay.
That's neat.
That's super cool. Yeah.
And you just like press down on the putty into the pommel, like in and out, turn it on and off. So.
Oh, does it is it like infinite, or does it have like an amount of time?
It probably runs out of energy at some point, but they're known for making stuff
long
that
time?
lasts
Okay.
a long time. So.
Okay, cool.
Glow Corp is very trustworthy. They've good
Yeah.
products. This session sponsored by Glow Corp.
By Aisha's.
I would say there's definitely tracks leading through this room, through the debris, but nothing here, right? Nobody found anything.
Nobody else has found anything else other than the tracks that you found. Melina will start to head towards that doorway once you point it out.
Yep.
As you guys reach the doorway, go ahead and make perception checks.
Oh,
Ooh.
Natural 1.
we got the whole spectrum.
Big yikes.
All right. Zed, holding out the glow rod and looking up and down the hall that the door leads out, you see that there's no straight path. It basically just turns into a hall that's running horizontally in front of you guys. And you see if looking down the right path, you see about 50 feet down another open archway. And looking down the left path, you see it dead ends, and then it has like an open or a closed archway at like the back corner against the opposite wall from the side that you're standing on. And that door actually appears to have large like wooden objects like pews like kind of slammed in front of it, like barricading it. And you actually do hear kind of like some noises from over in that section.
I like point the rod towards that door. That can't be good.
Maybe someone should go check it out.
Maybe we shouldn't.
I'll walk over towards the door
Sure.
with my glow rod. Actually, as I walk that way, I'll put it towards the ground to like look for tracks or anything again.
The tracks pretty much die out after the debris clears from the first door.
Okay. I didn't know if there's like layers of dust and stuff in there.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Not enough for you to track off of.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I approach it.
As you approach it, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh my god.
One.
Natural 1. Twice in a row.
You hear noises like groans or moans from the other side of the door, and you see it kind of being pressed open just slightly, but hitting the barricade and like pushing back closed, and just kind of like a continual disjointed pattern.
Yeah.
Does it sound like the undead that, or some of the same noises and stuff as the undead from outside, like that we just fought?
Yeah,
Like,
they're actually
Yeah.
more vocal.
okay. Yeah, I will get as close as I could to kind of hear that and see that, and then I'll just back away and I'll say, I'll like kind of like point to Zed, like as in like you're right.
The other door.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys just want to head down the other path?
Yeah, I'll go in back again and I'll keep an eye out in this chamber till we get out of it. We last.
So you guys walk to the end of this hall, and you hit another open archway that dumps out into a more circular-shaped room with a large dome-like ceiling. And you see throughout it like stone divider walls that kind of wall off what appear to be like crouched height, like almost like cubicles. As you guys kind of take in this sight in front of you, Isel will cock his head and, I recognize this. It's some kind of meditation chamber.
You recognize this?
Not. It's
Not
unique
specific.
to the kinds that I've seen before, but I recognize it for its purpose.
Got it. I'm gonna comb it with the
Sure. Go make an investigation check.
glow rod. Boop. 2.
I'll go around 2, actually. Because Isel thought this room was interesting.
You do find some decayed, pretty much to skeleton point corpses in some various cubicles. Flare, you find one near the back corner that actually has an open archway dumping out into another hall. You find in one of those last cubicles before that doorway out of the room, you do find a corpse which has a data pad on it.
Oh, I will try to carefully pick that up and take a look at it. Does it turn on?
Make a computers check. You can't get it on. It appears you need to find a new power source for it.
Okay. I'll take it with me, and I'll go back to the group. Does it look like a modern datapad?
It looks pretty old, but you're not really super familiar with Avaran technology.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I'll take it back to the rest of the group, and kind of show everyone and like turn it over a few times, and I'll say, "This looks older than what gets made nowadays, but I'm not too familiar with it, and I can't quite turn it on. I think it's dead."
Is it like well, I guess I wouldn't know. Avaran Tech. Does the... Can I see that?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna flip it over and look at the back, see if it like slides open or anything.
It takes you a little bit. You do recognize that it has some kind of like pop off, or you would put like a new battery pack in it.
Yeah.
But it does appear to be like Avaran specific, like battery technology, which is like they use like
Yes.
liquid substance for that.
Something I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
You wouldn't be able to use like anything you
Yeah.
have as that kind of power source.
I guess I was mostly just trying to identify what kind of power source. So yeah.
You would be able to recognize the kind of power source you needed if you found another now, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll slide it back together and can I hold on to this?
Yeah, I don't need it. I can't turn it on.
Yeah, I'll put it in one of my inner duster pockets.
Was there anything interesting about the corpse that I found it on? Was it like decayed, or was it?
It was pretty decayed.
Okay. Was there any clothing or anything on it that might have discerned like who they were?
Not really. There wasn't enough for you to go off of.
Okay, all
It
right,
was like scraps.
gotcha.
All right. What do you guys want to do next?
Oh, I'll also say there's another hallway down that way too, but couldn't quite tell where it goes.
Onward.
How many ways out of this chamber? I'm kind of like, I've been kind of staying by the door to this chamber, like making sure these whatever doesn't break out of that door.
You guys have just found the one that Flair found.
I think just the one, unless there's secret.
You said this was like a domed chamber with like separator walls and stuff in it.
Yeah.
How big though?
It's large.
Like- okay.
It's almost as big as the rectangular room that you guys started in with all the beds. Just a different shape.
Cool.
So you guys want to head out the exit that Flair found then?
Forward and
So,
on.
yeah.
Alright, you guys stalk through that path. Entering the next chamber, you're treated to another hallway that's running horizontally in front of you. It's tighter than the previous hall. Going in either direction would cause you to walk single file. Both halls lead, as far as you can tell, at least 60 feet in the opposite direction and then turn back northwards. So the
So we
halls
split
like
up.
mimic each other.
Definitely split up.
Nope.
Can I do?
Bye.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can like hear or smell a difference between the two paths?
Sure.
Ooh. Not great.
Can't really tell a difference between the two paths. There's nothing uniquely different about them to any of your senses.
Would I know which path goes like towards the outside of the ziggurat by like how many twists and turns we've taken since we've been in here and doorways have gone through? Can I see which path would head toward like farther out instead of farther in?
The right one.
I would say if nothing is different about these paths, the right one leads closer to the outside of this temple. Maybe explore that first before going farther in.
Works for me.
Elena, you got any leaves or anything to like leave behind so we can find this place again?
I get it. Leave behind. Good mindset.
She'll look to you and nod her head, and she'll pull open her pack, and you'll hear her hand dip inside, and you'll hear something slosh around. Then she'll pull her hand back out, and you'll see kind of like this luminescent like paste across her fingers, and she'll just like draw an X on the wall.
Even better. Honestly, boss, I was just gonna ask Melina if she had a coin and I would flip it. So, let's do your plan.
Okay. It just seems like we shouldn't head inside when there's other when we haven't covered our ass first. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
It's a good call. And I'm gonna start walking, but with Melina, I'm gonna ask her what, like, as we're walking, like, what is that? Seems useful.
She'll smile at you and she'll say, she'll say, "It is war paint."
It's pretty cool.
And then she's just gonna start marking her face behind you. All right. What is your guys' marching order?
I would
I hate
probably
to say it was
be.
first, but we started walking first.
I'd probably be first or second.
I wouldn't let her. I'll go.
Oh no,
I'd probably be last.
I 100% believe that,
Be in
but
the middle.
she just wants to go.
No, I mean I just started walking with Melina.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't let you in front of me. So
yeah. So maybe it's like Melina, then you, then me.
yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right.
And then probably
back.
Sangusun in the middle.
You guys start down the tunnel, and as it curves to the left in front of you, after you reach about 60 feet, it turns around. It turns at pretty much a right angle, and it leads up about 20 feet, a set of steps to a larger platform.
Uh-oh. As I'm like gauging, you don't suppose this leads to that barricaded room, do you?
I don't believe it would be the right direction unless I got turned around.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on this. I don't go dungeon crawling that off.
It's very old-fashioned.
Still gonna have my hand on my unclipped holstered gun.
Your path leads you up a set of steps. You see a short opening to your left, and then the path continuing forward down another probably about 50 feet before it hits a wall and then turns to the left as well. Also, this background music's on point.
Yeah, no, it's very ominous.
It's Resident Evil as fuck.
Very ominous. Are there any like grooves in the wall?
There are cracks in the stonework and stuff. It does appear that at one point all of the stonework was pretty intricately carved into like pictures and that kind of thing. You can't quite tell what they are that clearly though, because they've decayed pretty badly over time.
Okay.
But traditional Averan society was known for pretty intricate like carving, stoneworking and stuff. So they had a specific style.
Okay. And the floor is pretty just tiled or uniformed, or what?
It's pretty. It appears that it was pretty uniform before time started to wear away at it. As you start to get a little bit closer to that first opening on the left, you look past it to the second opening. That's another like 50 feet down, and you do see what appears to be some kind of dim source of light from around that corner.
Do the undead need a light? Does anyone know? I'm not.
Their eyes glowed. Their eyes glowed when we fought them. Don't imagine darkness bothers them.
Probably not.
So it's safe to say something giving off a light probably isn't them.
As I said, the eyes did glow. If we remember.
Yeah, but
I would find it strange for these undead to be holding glow rods or anything along those lines.
yeah, that's like
I would look at Sango-san and I would say, if you could not turn them away, I don't imagine you could sense this either.
it's. I'm gonna just break up the money. It's probably not them. I'm gonna start
How my
walking forward.
magic worked, I'm not entirely sure that they are undead at this point.
Okay. We should probably check this out.
I'll start going forward too.
We are on a rescue mission of sorts, or at least a fact-finding mission.
And who's in the front again? Is it Melina still?
Melina.
Okay. So when she hits that first turn to the left, she's gonna stop. Motion for everyone else to stop, and she's gonna peek inside.
I will stop.
Can I peek over her shoulder? She's right behind her.
Yeah, sure.
Eight.
She pulls back and you pull back, and you didn't notice anything in the shadows, but as she pulls back, she'll look back at the rest of you and she'll say, there's a corpse in there. It's not moving. It's still up against a stone chair.
That's weird.
Is that where the light source is coming from?
No, that's from the path farther ahead.
It's from the next room, yeah.
The one that's another 50 feet down.
Do you think it's safe to go in?
It's only an inlet. Just enough room for 3 chairs. There's nothing else to see in there.
Alright. I'll, How long is the glow stick?
It's not long. It's like the size of a scepter or like a torch.
Damn. I wanted it to be like a smaller, so I can put it in my teeth.
No, it's a little too big for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I mean, I don't know. We don't know his lifestyle.
Oh, you know his lifestyle. I'll throw it to my left hand and like hold it like a little bit like next to my head, and then pull out my better devils, and I'm gonna walk up to the.
Do the thing where you put it like underneath your.
Mm-hmm.
Like you put the flashlight underneath your gun.
No, you don't do that. You know why? Because when someone shoots you, they shoot at the light. You gotta do it the FBI style. They hold it like this to their left, and they go like this. The
Oh, you
bolts
sound
hit
like a fucking nerd.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
You did a lot of
So
preparation for Area
you're-
51. Okay.
You're passing her and heading towards the next passage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at that
Okay.
body. Check it
Oh,
out.
you're gonna look at the body inside? Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
My
She's gonna move
plus
down to
0.
the next one.
Ooh, 4, baby.
You don't really find anything on it.
Is it fresh?
It's not a skeleton.
Okay.
It's like a rotting corpse.
Can I check it as we walk by too?
Yeah, if you want to go in there, you can.
I would be interested to see what's going on. Okay.
You find one of those. You find one of those kind of decrepit-looking bows, like on the floor of the room as well.
Oh, like the ones that the other zombies were using.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll kind of like pick it up and turn it over and say, "Oh, this is what they were shooting us with earlier." Interesting. Looks old.
I'll look to Flare and look to Better Devils and look to the body. Like, I'm just gonna alert the people in the next room, right? If there is anyone.
If you
Just in
shot that,
case.
yeah, you would alert us. You would alert me too. That thing's loud.
You probably alert the entire ziggurat.
That's why I was asking.
Why? You want to use this thing?
I was gonna put a hole in its head so it doesn't come get us.
Oh. I mean,
Well, if you wish to do that, I'll just hold out my battle axe to Zed.
Yeah.
that would work better. I'm gonna like step back.
And it's gonna like look at it, and it's gonna be like, "Can you do it?"
I was say Voss is like kind of like smiling at this little exchange.
I suppose. But can I check over the body and see like how, if I might be able to?
Yeah, was
figure out
it
how they
human?
died or what race they are?
Make a medicine check.
Do we know? Do we know what race it is? Me and
It's pretty decayed, but Sanguisan, you're able to confirm that it's a human body.
no shit.
Oh.
That's decayed though.
That is interesting. Somebody do the gazer beam thing. See where it's the.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Where it's looking. Yeah. Well, after we blow a hole in its head, I can just shine a flash.
That's true. Is the corpse looking ahead where we're going, or is it looking like what direction is it looking in?
It's just kind of like lolling down, like looking at its lap.
Oh, okay. Weird.
So
Well,
guess I'll,
I don't.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I don't want to be next to this thing. Go ahead, Zanguisan. I don't want to watch you
I'll
do
just, rest the
it. She'll start
edge of the
leaving.
blade against the neck, and then just step on the hilt of the axe, so it pierces through the neck.
Okay, and you just want to take its head off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you just
Trying to
take
be
its-
a little
you
quiet.
just- yeah, you just take its head off. You're pretty quiet about it.
Good thinking.
Oh, so gross.
Thanks, big guy. I'm gonna start walking the next room.
You see that Melina has already torn the gun inside there.
Yeah,
Is everyone else following him?
and I'm gonna have my gun ready.
As all of you turn the corner and walk in the room, you see Melina standing at the center of a fairly small space that opens to another path. That once you look at it in the opposite corner from the one you entered, you pretty quickly surmise that that's like the other hall probably led down that path that turned back into here. So the halls were parallel to each other. Looking around, your eyes immediately fall on a massive crack in the stone floor, and you see a huge puddle of pale white glowing liquid bubbling out of this crack. Lena's standing about 10 feet from it, looking down at it. And then as your eyes draw up from that, which is producing the light in the room, you guys see 5 more corpses. 3 on one side of the room and 2 on the other, amongst 8 stone chairs, just kind of draped or laying there. And you see at the front center of the room, you guys actually passed it as you entered and just didn't immediately notice because your eyes were drawn to the floor. You see kind of like a chair at the head of this group of chairs, and slumped up on that one is the cloaked form of a Averin skeleton.
Right.
Whose temple was this? The Proteans?
Yeah, the Proteans.
Why would an Averin? Were they friends? Or, acquainted? The races?
I don't know. I mean,
Well,
I would look at
hard to say.
Melina and say,
Yeah.
were there as many humans here when this city was with the Proteans as there are now?
Of course there were not. These bodies are much fresher, though. No doubt, Irian's explorers.
Any of these look familiar, Flare?
Do any of them look familiar?
You want to make an investigation check going through their corpses?
Yeah, I would like to. I got it.
As Flair's making that check, the rest of you kind of dial in the rest of this little room, and you see at the center, across the room, from the side that you guys, the 2 pathways arched and entered in, You guys see a hall that leads to a set of stairs going down into the ground. You don't find anything. None of them are wearing clothes that you recognize as Irian's clothes.
Okay.
Most of them are actually wearing just like normal explorer garb.
But none of them. Explorer she knows.
No.
Okay.
But that does confirm that these are from the League.
Yes.
Or from them. Okay.
You guys.
Do they look more decomposed than what 5 days would be?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
They do, but their wounds also look pretty unnatural.
Okay.
Okay, so something happened to them that is making them decompose faster.
Do they look like
Their wounds
Like-
appear to be still eating away at them.
Gross, but okay.
interesting? Do they seem to be like, I was gonna say, bite marks, spear jabs, blade?
Does it look like the same affliction that was happening?
They appear
to
to
that
be.
other
They
group?
appear to be. They appear to be. They don't appear to be from any weapon you recognize, but they don't appear to be claw marks or necessarily bite marks that you recognize either. Sanguison, on your medicine check, 17. You you recognize these wounds from research that actually most Aishan clerics have to have some knowledge in, and especially the the Sunweavers have a lot of knowledge in. You recognize these wounds as wounds that were probably made by some kind of like force magic or like void magic. Void magic is like a catch-all term for a type of energy that Aisha's orders vary against. That comes from like the black hole, like at the rim of the galaxy. It's kind of like alien magic. It's not from here, so
It's unnatural.
it's unnatural. It is the opposite of what Proteans and elementalists and stuff like. So whatever is happening here, it has to do with kind of like some of Aisha's like sworn enemies.
Does it look like the same kind of necrotic wounds that other group, the group that got eaten by the Dehesas, had?
No, their wounds were more like
Acidic, almost?
yes, their wounds were like more acidic.
Okay.
Can I take an arrow out of that pack? I probably had an extra one from when we found them on the pack beast. And can I go up to the liquid and kind of like bend down, like squat down, and kind of like twist the arrow around and put the feathered side of the arrow or whatever into the liquid,
Sure.
and then kind of pull it out?
You walk over and you kneel down and you press it in, and then after turning it in the liquid for a minute, you pull it out, and nothing that went inside of it is there anymore.
And it's just not there.
Yeah, it just like basically disintegrated that.
What is the end of the arrow that, like the part like where it breaks off? Does it look like a break? Does it look like acidic or something on it, like oozing
it looks
off
like
of
it
it,
was
or is it
eaten
just
away out of it? It was eaten away.
eaten
out.
away? Say, well,
Gross.
confirmation that we should not touch whatever this is. And I'll like hold up the arrow for everybody to see. Now you said
And it
that was
doesn't-
in the middle of the room, right? And
Yeah,
there's
it's-
like a big crack in the middle of the room or something.
Yeah, it's like a crack in the floor, and it's like seeping out of it.
Does it look like it was built for that? Like, does it look like it's a constructed pool?
No.
Okay. That's what I think.
Can we get around it? Is it cutting off our forward momentum?
You would just need to like hop. You would need to like hop over one of the thinner cracks
Okay.
to keep going. Melina's gonna make a nature check on it just because That's what she would do. But she doesn't really understand what it is.
Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you don't.
Can I
really
do a
recognize
religion
the
check
abilities.
on it?
Oh, skill checks.
Sure.
Worst enemy.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. Roll a 2. That's a 1, 1, and 2 in a row. 3 in a row.
So you've pulled the arrow
4,
back up,
but-
and you see it's eaten away. You toss it to the side, and you peer back down at it. And as you do, you see some of the splinters from the arrow rise to the top, and then burn away, and then the pool starts to glow brighter.
Oh, well, we may
That's
have a
good.
new problem on our hands.
Voss, make a
And I'll,
dexterity
like-
saving throw.
Yeah.
Well, that's better. That's a 19 plus... Up 0, 19.
You step back as a band of energy releases from the pool, and it whips around, connecting with one of the bodies in the chairs, and then more bands follow. All the bodies begin to move.
Oh,
Then you
shit.
hear a rattle and an unearthly call, and as you turn back to the central chair at the head of the other chairs, you see the Averin skeleton rising and its body shifting and changing. And I need everybody
He's a protean.
to go ahead and throw yourselves on this board, and I'll put
Guys,
Oh.
You remember in Isel's vision when the king of the Undergrowth like turned into a giant fucking Dehesa? He was a protean, but I couldn't say anything because we didn't see that happen. So
Oh, you cheater! You
surprise.
I still need
Just
some
so-
people.
Just so you know,
For initiative?
that's who he is.
And pieces on there on the board.
I mean, I thought it was
Actually, you're checking it out right there.
Roll 20 hates me tonight. What the heck?
There's Voss.
I've been
Oh my
rolling
God.
pretty
That's
crap
the
tonight.
first not single-digit initiative roll in like the last 6.
Yeah.
This guy right here is the one that's
God damn it.
shifting and changing.
He's probably just gonna talk to us. It's not
He's
even
probably
like
a good guy.
he's only having us roll initiative because it's like a social combat, you know? We're
Yeah.
just
Ooh,
gonna
so-
roll charisma
social
checks to see who talks the best.
Exactly.
It'll be alright.
My bad, guys, but now we know what's causing it, kind of.
Hey man,
I got a 15.
can't blame me.
Information.
Dungeons are dangerous. Right? It's just
Me, yeah.
it's just life.
I would love
I
to
guess for-
see
For these
the,
guys, it's
the,
more
D,
like
the
life,
D&D
but-
logo, but it says Dungeons Are Dangerous. like in that red font.
Dungeons are dangerous.
I want that. I want Critical Role to come out with a Bunions and Flagons shirt that's like the D&D logo but drawn by Grog. God, that would be awesome. I just rewatched Grog's one shot like 2 days ago. So
Oh, what
incredible.
a marvelous human being.
So
Well,
it's
Goliath.
he starts to. Sorry.
Yep.
I got it here. Keep talking amongst yourselves for a moment.
The Walking
Hi,
Dead.
guys.
Hey,
Do this right.
More like The Walking Dead because we're about to kill him.
yeah, that that doesn't change the words, right? You're supposed to.
The Walking
Yeah, but
double
it's-
tapped.
But it's a different meaning.
Yeah, but
That's
in,
my third
More
charisma.
like-
I just
More like
realized.
The Walking Bread because he's gluten free.
okay, I mean that's closer.
He's
How that's
right.
supposed to be.
More like The Walking Lead because Zed's about to shoot him with his gun.
Okay, see that one was good.
Fill him
That
with
one was
lead.
clever.
And your swords are made of lead.
Also,
That's
they're
right.
not.
I shoot
Whoa.
lead out of my hands.
More like The Walking Bed because we like paradoxes in this party.
Ooh, there we go.
I don't know.
More like
All
The
of-
Walking
all
Dead
of
because
this
it's 10
is
p.m. and
suspect
Matt's
to me.
starting a combat.
Dude, you guys made a lot of checks. What do you want from me?
Hey man, I
Sleep. Just
I-
kidding, I'm still
I-
episode 2 AM regardless.
it is it's whatever.
Alright.
We're in our
Like
element
the-
here.
the walking Zed because he walked into this chamber.
Don't warp him out of view. Get him back there. Put him back. No, it's okay. Put the other one back.
Put that back.
Put the other thing back.
Hey, Proteans can't turn into that. What the heck?
Sure, they can.
I mean,
Yeah, and that's what his body twists and forms into. And,
No.
Cheated.
Ronan.
I'm staunchly
Yeah,
opposed
first.
to this. So staunchly opposed that I'm gonna
Counter
slice him up a
spell.
lot. Oh man, I hate this. Okay, but what if? And then how about? So does a 15 hit? I certainly hope it does.
All right.
I don't think a 15 hits, but I think a 24 does.
A 24 does hit. A 15 doesn't.
7 damage. All right.
Okay.
What
It's
the
one of those
hell
combats
is
where I'm gonna
this?
go down on turn 1.
I'm gonna go move here.
Just gonna
And
believe in yourselves.
that's my turn. I do believe in
I'm
myself.
playing the battle music for you guys and everything.
You gotta
Yeah.
remember, Matt.
But if I don't
Flair
have a
has
turn before
19
things get to
hit
me,
points.
if I don't have a turn before things can get to me, that's real bad.
I'm gonna
Plus five today.
I'm gonna
24.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flare. What the fuck is that? And then I'm gonna just disengage as a bonus action.
How should I know? I've never seen that. It looks cool though.
We could talk about it later.
No, it most
Take a
certainly
shot.
does not look cool.
It twists towards you as you say that, Flare, and the tentacles start reaching out, making like a wet sucking
That's
noise.
exactly what I pictured in my mind. Oh, it looks cool though. Wham! Tentacle on the ground.
Alright, Zed, what are you doing?
26 hit. I
And,
disengage
big
as a
thing?
bonus action. Yeah.
Sure. Yes, it does.
Damage.
That's
Sneak attack.
Nick attack.
That's my turn.
I've seen enough holovids to know where this is going.
It is going to turn, and it's going to use its first action to try to wrap its snake-like base around you, Ronan. So go ahead and make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Flare for once. I know
Go with
exactly what you're talking about.
Go with inspiration. Bop.
All right, its lower body starts to sneak itself around Ronan, and she just straight like 0 to hero, like bicep flexes out of it, pulling herself out and onto the other side, and then it's going to turn with its one like Averin hand that's left, and it's going to slash out at you, Ronan. Which hits. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me. From the slash, you take 6 slashing damage and 6 force damage.
I don't have advantage. It's just the 18.
Okay.
How much damage and how much? What now?
6 slashing and 6 force.
Oof. Fuck, that hurt. Right?
Alright. This one is going. This adventurer pulls like a tactical blade and rushes this undead adventurer. Rushes at Izel.
What
Makes
did
a
the...
slashing attack at Izel, which Izel parries away with a metal hand.
Oh, shit.
This one is going to.
I goofed. What did the Constitution saving throw feel like?
It felt like you were having to fight off some kind of like poison. I guess
Oh.
would be the closest thing that you recognize to it.
Okay, that makes sense. Just wondering. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. Oh, I was continuing. Flare AC.
16.
All right. He actually misses you
Thank
with his stun baton.
Jesus. Space Jesus.
This one pulls out like a machete blade and rushes at Frostvias.
15.
He misses you. This one is going to move to here. And this one actually pulls out 2 blades and makes 2 attacks on Sangusan. AC Sangusan?
17.
Oh, man, yeah, you shield parry away both of those attacks. And the last one turns and pulls 2 blades and makes 2 attacks on Melina. His first one hits her for 4 damage. And his second one hits
I'll use
her
my-
as well.
I'll use my reaction on the second
9.
hit. So you make
Okay.
a 14 wisdom save.
Okay. It fails.
Takes however much you just dealt in that second attack in radiant damage.
It's 9 radiant damage. Okay. And you do hear shuffling from outside of the hall as there's another one in another room. Starts moving in. You don't hear any shuffling from the direction you came, so.
Okay.
Alright, Isel. Man, so much pressure. Isel's gonna go empty palm.
Hell yeah.
And he's gonna make 2 attacks on the guy, the smaller guy to the right of him.
You're the man now, dog.
Misses on both there. And then he's gonna go ahead and drain their opportunity attacks, moving to here. So first the guy makes an opportunity attack on him, which he misses. And then the larger creature does. The larger creature hits for 3 slashing and 4 force on Isel.
Did Isel get this one's opportunity attack?
No, he got these 2 up here.
He was
Okay,
he was
that's what,
right
I
here,
thought.
yeah.
That's what I thought. I just couldn't. Wasn't
Alright, Flare,
100% though.
This map's pretty intense. Lots of tight corners on this one.
I'm going to hit this guy in front of me with a shocking grasp.
Alright.
I'm gonna quickly just like try to hit him. Nope. Okay.
Misses.
I'm going to spend 2 Evoker points to cast Blur as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I just become very visually blurry, and
Yep.
creatures have disadvantage against me, basically.
Yeah.
And then I don't provoke opportunity attacks from him, so I'm gonna move. Can I like duck into this corner between these chairs?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Sing what's on your it.
I am going to. No, it's not like it. Grab up a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Yes.
I'll have it up here, right there. And have it attack the one next to Melina.
Okay. Got it.
Ooh,
Nice.
delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty solid hit on him. He doesn't go down, but you definitely hurt him.
And then my action, I will use my axe against the one in front of me.
Okay. That also hits.
Right. 9 slashing.
Alright, anything else for your turn?
That is all my actions.
Vice, you're up.
Alright. The weapon, the new feature for my weapon, it says you mark an enemy. Is that a free action to mark, or is it a bonus action, or...
Bonus action.
That's what I figured. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take the opportunity attack, move through Sanguisan to get to the big guy.
Okay.
Then I'll mark the big guy with my. You'll see, like, as I'm moving through you, Zed and Sanguisan, I'll, like, the hilt of my spear starts kind of like glowing with like a really faint like fire almost. Like it looks like the hilt of the spear is on fire as I activate the mark.
Alright.
And then I'll swing or I'll poke. That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That's not great. That's 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits as well.
And that's better. It's 12 points of damage.
Score 2 strikes on it.
That's my turn.
Melina's going to
He
turn
had
her
an
dagger
opportunity
on the one
attack.
that's been attacking her.
He had an opportunity attack, by the way.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, I'm gonna make the opportunity attack first. AC.
15.
All right, it did hit you.
Okay.
For 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
All right, Melina's gonna make 2 dagger attacks on this guy next to her. The first one hits him for 8. And the second one hits him for... Alright, yeah, their second strike is just enough to kill that one. So that one goes back down, that void magic, like, leaving and dispersing from its body. Then she's going to move to here, and you're going to hear her call out, there's another one coming. I'll try to block it in this hall. She'll move to there. Just bring up her dagger. And then it's Ronan's turn.
How did you figure it out? Yeah, it's time to hack and slash. Let's do some more slashing. All right,
Spicy. The
22.
first 2 strikes hit.
Yeah, dope.
As you swing in with that third strike, your blade fumbles and it gets caught in its tentacles. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Uh-oh.
You wrench it out from the tentacles as you see its mouth actually try to basically pull the blade away and consume it.
Action surge.
You get those back on a short rest, huh?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
And then let's just launch another volley of attacks.
Go for it.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Does a 14 hit?
No, it doesn't.
you've had another third hit.
Do
Oh no!
no,
you
I get
Uh,
the third attack is based off is from the bonus action. Bonus action.
You open
Yeah,
another
yeah.
slight wound on its body.
You get another bonus action. Pretty sure.
No.
Oh no,
Or
ours is
additional
different.
action
Ours
on top
is
of your
different.
regular
That's right.
action and a
That's
possible bonus action. Yeah. So yeah, 11, 7, and then 7. Which is a overwhelming crit, but that's all right. That's
All right.
perfectly acceptable for me.
Said you're up.
I'm gonna shoot it.
All right, cool.
I meant to move here,
That misses.
so that way I'm in between
I
it
figured.
and the other one.
The erratic
Sorry.
movement of its body makes it a little bit harder to hit.
I'm gonna disengage as a bonus,
Sure.
and
It's annoying, but I accept it.
I'm gonna move over here, hang out with
Sure. You're able to just peek around the wall to see this one shambling like up.
Yeah. Not much safer, but
Alright, at the start of their turn, this one is going to rush Melina and make 2 attacks with its blade. It actually has a spear that it pulled off the wall.
Okay.
Its first one hits. Its first attack hits for 7 piercing on Melina. And it makes a second attack, which also hits for another 6
Wow.
piercing. So she takes 13. She's looking pretty wounded again. She's taken like 34 damage so far this combat.
okay.
This one is going to. This one's going to rush you, pulling itself up between the stone chairs. It starts slashing at you with its sword. Flare.
Yes, disadvantage.
AC
16.
still hits
No.
for 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
This one, having torn another spear off one of the walls, is going to rush at Sanguisan from behind. 2 spear attacks on you, Sanguisan. His first one, you managed to peel back around with your shield and knock it away, but he brings the other one around too fast for you, and he actually pierces you in the front for 7 piercing damage.
I'll make him take. I'll take my reaction against him.
Wisdom
DC
save.
14 wisdom save. Yeah.
He passes.
He takes 3 radiant damage.
Alright, and then the one next to you, Sanguisan, makes a single attack with its short sword-like blade, which hits for another 5 slashing. Then Ronan, the smaller one next to you is actually going to knock your blades back enough for it to shift to here and attack Izel once.
Darn.
And he does hit Izel for another 5 damage.
Gosh, diggity dang it.
Izel's doing okay still.
I know.
He's lost like
But
a third of
he's-
his health.
It's just all alone.
Alright, then the larger creature is going to attempt to grapple you again, Ronan.
That's okay.
Go ahead and make a strength or dexterity save.
Oh,
I mean, I have to try.
Alright, it does in fact wrap you up. As it does, pulling its lower half around you like a snake, you feel your elbows pressed into your side as you're kind of like wriggling as it raises you off of the ground, and then its tentacles reach out and latch onto you. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
How's a 20?
20. All right,
Yeah.
half damage. The full was 16 force damage.
That's a lot of damage.
No one say it.
Its turn.
That's a lot of damage.
Isel's going to make 2 more open palm strikes on the one in front of him. Please
Said
it this time. He hits with the first one for 5.
I need some flex tape
And he
for that
strikes
one.
and hits with the second one for 6 damage. Alright. And then he's going to hold his position there. Actually, he's going to maneuver to here. As he sees Ronan get picked up and pulled into that square. Alright, Flair, it's your turn.
How easy
All
is
of you
it
hear
for me?
Ronan cry out as the tentacles latch onto her and start like draining her.
How easy is it for me to get over these chairs?
And get through him, I would probably require you to make like an acrobatics check.
Okay. Like, could I climb over them?
Yeah, but he's
But
also
it would
like,
take an acrobatics
swinging a
check.
weapon at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Flair will kind of like look to her left and right and say, "Oh, I boxed myself in." And she's gonna look at the guy in front of her and she's gonna say, "Well, there's only one thing to do from here." And she's gonna do a max level magic missile right in his face.
Okay.
Blah, blah,
Go
blah,
ahead and
blah,
roll your
blah.
damage.
Oh man.
Ooh,
24
That's
is
pretty good.
damage. Yeah, he gets massively stunned as like all this barrage of missiles begins to strike him in the face, exploding.
is he still up?
He is still up.
Damn.
He
Um,
lurches through it and then moves back to swing at you again.
Sure. I don't want to take my chances. Okay, that will be my turn.
All right, Sanguisan, you're up. +5, so you're on deck.
First, my bonus action, I'll have the spiritual weapon come over to hit this one.
Okay.
Keep freaking goddamn.
That does not hit. You done fucked up, kid.
You done goofed.
Consequences will never be the same.
I'm gonna contact the state police and the cyber police.
Are people bloodied?
Yes,
I'm
I am.
fine.
Ronan is hurt.
Okay.
She's hurting, and not for a squirt.
Does a med kit affect Ronan? And I would probably
It affects Ronan. It doesn't affect.
affect Izel. Okay.
I'm as close to human as they possibly can be.
Yeah.
I mean, as a android can be.
That's like super full. Just leave it on the table. I'm gonna take that one. Guess back.
Then my action, since I'm hurt a bit too, I'll throw a prayer of healing out at level 2.
Okay.
So 13 health
Okay. Not
to
bad.
anybody who needs
Everyone?
it, really.
Does it require line of sight?
Let me see. Nope, I just rolled it. Yeah, that you can see.
All right, so you wouldn't be able to hit Melina, but you'd still be able to hit Zed.
Okay. Everybody but Melina, if they need help, gets 13.
Thank you.
Not bad.
Excellent.
That is my turn.
All right, Vasvias.
All right. I think trying to hit this thing is going to be more beneficial than pumping a cure wounds into Ronan. So I'm going to swing away.
Go for it.
The tentacles.
That's 24 to hit.
Hits.
14 damage.
Okay. That is actually enough to force it to release Ronan. So, Ronan, you were dropped back on the ground.
Ooh,
Prone,
solid.
but you're no longer grappled. You're still in between its lower body, though.
That's fine.
Okay.
Gross.
So you
Second attack.
see the radiant light strike across it, and it releases its tentacled hold on you, and you get dropped down between its body.
18 to hit.
That hits as well.
All right. That's 5 plus 10 damage.
Okay.
And I don't think I have a bonus action this turn. I think we're good.
All right, Melina's going to make 2 dagger attacks on this guy in the hall. She misses the first one, but she rolls a natural 20 on the second one.
Woo!
So she deals 8 to it. And as you see her strike the second hit, she'll shove it back and spin the dagger around and parry away its next strike, and she'll turn back to you, Zed, and she'll say, "Go, your friends need your help."
Yeah. Yeah.
Run in your up.
Yeah. More slicing. I think that's the move, really.
Yeah.
It's definitely what I have to try to do.
The second strike hits.
Oh,
The third one
jeez.
misses as well.
I feel like you rolled a lot
10
of crit fails tonight.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all that slime on you now.
Ooh, and then move 1 square over. What the fuck?
Alright.
Oh, it's conditions. All right.
You dance between its lower section as you kind of strike out at it ineffectively, except for once, but you manage to shift your position.
Yeah, I was just
Zed, you're
maneuvering, posturing, guys. I'm getting up from falling. on the ground.
I'm gonna disengage as a bonus action
Sure.
and shoot that guy.
Sure.
Bang.
Yeah,
23?
hits.
17.
Okay.
Sneak attack. 3.
All right.
Yeah, it's
You
still
have
pretty
it
good.
again, but it's still up and looking pretty strong.
Okay.
Right. When the Hall's going to attack Melina again, its first strike hits, dealing 6 more damage to her. Its second strike hit as well. Yeah, Melina goes down on the second strike. And then the 2 that are around you, Singwasan, start just focusing their attacks on you. So the first one makes 2 spear attacks on you from behind. Its first one you manage to parry away, but again, the shifting corpse is still swift enough to reset itself and then stab you with the second strike for 4 piercing damage. And then the one next to you makes a single short blade attack on you, which hits. For
I'll use my reaction to make him make the
7
save.
slashing. He passes.
3 radiant damage.
Alright. Then the one that's on you, Flare, is going to make another attack on you.
Sure, it has disadvantage.
Oh, yep. You're right. It still hits, though.
God damn it.
Yeah. For 5 slashing damage.
I just
as
can't
it
win
keeps
today,
spotting.
man.
You know what you gotta do. You gotta
The smaller one up
bonus action.
between Izel and Ronan continues attacking Izel.
What'd you say, Wesson?
Does hit again.
So you know what you have to do. Disengage as a bonus action.
Oh my god.
Well, I thought about that, but I looked up the rules for moving through hostile spaces. You actually just can't.
Yeah, you
Got
can.
it.
They have to be 2 sizes bigger than you or 2 sizes smaller,
Um,
which is pretty crazy.
Izel took another 8 damage. He's
How's
now
he
bloody.
looking?
He's bloody
Okay,
now.
there we go.
And then the larger one is going to strike out with like a big tail swing, kind of like tail swing attack at Ronan. AC Ronan.
16.
It misses. You manage
Hey.
to pop out of the way of the attack, and then it's going to make its claw attack,
Perfectly fine.
which hits
That's not as fine.
for 4 slashing damage and 3 force damage. And that is their turn. Isel's going to make 2 more open palm attacks. He's just going to stand his ground on this guy. Make sure he doesn't get through the rest of the team. But he misses on his first one. But he hits on his second one. So Isel does another...
Isel has 2 attacks.
6 damage. When he's in his open palm stance, he gets 2
Yeah.
1d4 attacks.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Does another 6 damage to that one. Alright,
You
Flare,
learn
you're
something
up.
new every day.
Would I be able to use the jump jets I bought for this exact type of situation to get over these chairs?
You would still need to
mean,
make
I
a
still need-
check.
I'd still need to make
to,
a
like,
check.
get out.
No.
Yeah, he's like bodying you.
What if I just
Like
disengage?
Then yes, you would be able to.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do that.
What I said.
You can't do it
No,
as
I
a
know.
bonus action.
Yeah, so she'll be like, she'll kind of look at it after like shaking her hands off after shooting magic missiles out of them. And she'll say, "Man, you're still up? Ah, fine." And then she'll tap on both of her heels and activate the jump jets. And yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna shock and grasp him so I won't provoke opportunity attacks. Let's do
Sure.
splat. Great.
That misses.
Of course it does. Well, I don't take opportunity
You're-
attacks from him, so a bad night, man. I'm telling you.
Miss. That's super weird.
What? Oh, I have mobile, so as long as I make a melee attack, I don't provoke opportunity
Okay,
attacks.
got it.
So I'll jump jet over there.
Okay.
And just kind of like land a little too close to the wall in front of me, so she'll like put up her hands like whoa, and then she'll turn around and say like, okay, I'm here to help you now.
Make a
buddy."
dexterity saving throw.
Sure, I love those. There you go.
You just barely managed to steer yourself up and around and not hit yourself on the low ceiling above.
Yeah, fair point.
Imagining Iron Man's first in
That's exactly what I was thinking.
lab test flight.
Mhm.
Well,
And
minus
then-
the slamming into the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna spend 2 evoker points to magic missile as a bonus action. And I'm gonna do what?
Seems decent.
It's pretty good. I'll do second level, so I get 5 darts. I'm gonna shoot 2 at this guy, 1 at this guy, and 2 at the big one.
One at the one
So I'll
closer to you.
do. Yeah, so two at each of the guys up here,
Okay.
and then 1 at that one that I shot before.
Okay.
So I'll do the boss guy first. He gets 2 of them.
Pew, pew.
So it's 7 total on him.
When it hits him, it seems to have no effect on him.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
This day gets better. I'm gonna do 2 on this guy.
Some of its wounds.
Okay.
Seep.
Seep. Yeah, so I'll do 2 darts at this guy. 9. And then 1 at this guy. He takes 4.
That one dies,
Oh, thank God.
and that one dies.
Ooh,
Oh dang!
I'm useful again. She'll kind of like brush her hands off and look at Ronan Isel, and she'll say, "Pretty
Isel will give you finger guns.
yes."
Sanguithon, you're up.
I give a
Bro.
nod.
Alright.
Distracted mostly.
Alien. Spiritual weapon. Still trying to hit that one.
Okay. That hits. Alright. It's still up, but that strike from the spiritual weapon literally just cuts a massive strike through its body. It's shambling now.
Alright, and I'll try and finish it off with my battle axe then.
You see that. You bring the battle axe around, but its form kind of like shifts to the side just in time to dodge it.
Alright, that's all I got.
Alright. That's right.
All right. As he keeps going for Ronan after I land spear after spear, I'm going to say, you really have it out for my friend. You will die, and I will spear him. Oh, there's the retribution. Natural 20. I'm gonna dump a divine smite into it too.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Big smite.
Finally.
Big smite.
Big
Not bad. I
Big smite
rolled a
and-
9 on the D10, so 18 plus 12 is 30 with 18 radiant.
Alright. And that was on the big guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'll spear
18
in like
versus
Ronan.
radiant?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
It's cool.
Alright. Okay.
So you'll
It is-
see
it
Ronan
is
will see
still
like
up.
the tip. You'll see the tip come out the other side in front of you, and I'll wrench it out, and I'll say, "So close," and I'll swing. I'll stab him one more time.
Big smite.
That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
11 damage.
Okay. Alright. Anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Melina needs to make a death save.
Yep.
She
Nope.
fails. She fails.
She sputters blood.
Yeah, she starts coughing up blood.
Bluish green Everin blood.
Yep.
I don't actually know what their blood color
Running
is,
up.
so
It's kind of like a pale blue, almost like milky consistency.
getcha.
Yeah.
Running you up.
Let's do some slicing.
Yours goes to you.
Like blue Nesquik.
Bap, bap, bap. Nice.
There you go.
There you
All
go.
those hit.
Bap, boop, bam. I'm gonna move around here. Actually, yeah. No, I'm not. Seeing Isel and Flare there. I'm gonna maintain being in between.
In the way.
Yeah.
Did you guys see her kind of like swing her blades around and kind of start dancing protectively out in front of, dancing between the two of you? All right, Zed, you're up.
That's dead.
I'll go over here, whip out a med kit, like my duster, and just like inject her in the neck. Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction.
dude.
I'll put it in her chest, just like Pulp Fiction, and inject it to get her up. And I was like, "Hey, fuckface!" And like, his hands up, like,
2 Pulp Fiction references tonight, boys. Well, during
night.
session.
All right.
Oh,
so
I
go ahead
gotta
and
roll it.
roll the
Yeah,
2d4
I forgot.
plus 2.
Yeah.
Just gonna make a medkit macro. It just seems like a good idea.
Yeah, some steals. Ooh, 5 health.
All right, yeah. You inject her. You see her body come back to life, and her eyes snap open as she lets out a battle cry and just starts roaring forward with the dagger point out.
Yeah. I was still like, hey, I like trying to like make noise at the guy.
All right, it makes 2 attacks on her.
Ah, fuck.
God damn it. Up and then down.
Comes out with 2 attacks. As it's bringing down its blade to make the 2 attacks on her, she roars to life, brings the point of the dagger up, reaches out with her open hand and catches its arm and just starts sinking her dagger into it. So it can't do anything else other than keep. So it missed with its attack. And then the one to the side of Sanguisson is going to attack him with its short sword, but it misses at this point, barely standing. And then the one underneath Sanguisson is going to make 2 spear attacks on him. The first one you repel away, but again he catches you with the second one. As you kind of reset your defenses for the 3rd time, but he just manages to outwit you again. And you take another 7 piercing.
I will make him make my reaction wisdom save.
Alright. He passes. So another
3
3.
damage.
Alright. Alright. The larger thing is going to turn its attention to Vosvius,
There we go.
and it is going
That's
to
weird.
attempt to grapple you.
That's fine.
So you can make a strength or a dex save.
It's gonna be strength. What did I get? +4? 14 total.
Alright, yeah. It easily grapples around and pulls
Damn.
you up to it, pulling your weapon to your chest and holding your arms together as you kind of struggle against it the same way Ronan did. And then it reaches out with the tentacles on its head and it begins to latch onto you. I need you to make a con save for me.
Oh,
Yeah, very good.
Just,
That's better. That's an 18.
Alright, you're only taking half damage.
uh,
The full is 9 force damage. So.
All right, 4 damage.
point. Just a quick clarification. Grapples are just contested athletics, unless they're not. I'm fine. It doesn't change anything for me.
It's just higher up the
It
stat
changes
block.
something for me.
Cool.
It's just higher at the stat block
Okay.
as far
Okay.
as
Alright.
ability works.
I was just double checking.
Isel.
That makes enough sense.
I know to get out, it's contested too.
Isel's gonna rush to here, and he's gonna make an open palm attack on the weakened guy. He's gonna hit, and Isel takes him down.
It's my boy.
He's off of Vosvius' back, and then he's gonna run to there. He's gonna make his second attack, which hits as well, dealing 4 damage to that enemy as he moves in to help out the healer. Flare, you're up. Want to try Magic Missile again?
I actually really want to, but I know it's not gonna. I just like Magic Missile. Kind of like standing next. She'll like get a little bit closer, and she'll see Ronan like preparing to strike again. She'll say, "I don't think I can do anything to hurt this thing." And then she'll like see Ronan just like shake blood off one of her swords and like go in for another strike. And she'll say, "But I think you can." And then I'm gonna haste you.
Woo.
I can't haste somebody else, unfortunately.
Thing with Simon, you're up.
She's the man now, dog.
Yep. And I'm gonna back the fuck up.
Alright. I will have
Should
the
go
spiritual
Super
weapon
Saiyan.
move on to this one.
Okay. Misses.
Swing with my axe.
That hits though.
There we go.
10 slashing. That's looking pretty fucked up now. Anything else with your turn?
That is all I got.
Alright, Vosvius.
Hey Matt, real quick.
Yes.
Does haste just give the +2 bonus to KAC or both? Probably just KAC,
I think-
right?
No, I think it's both.
It's both.
Movement always helps defenses out.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
I imagine I can only try to break the grapple, right?
Yes.
No. Well, actually,
In this,
I don't know how the
in,
stat
this
block
situ-
works.
in this situation, yes.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Because it's like wrapped your weapon into your chest.
Yeah. Athletics or just a save?
You can do athletics.
Just bite at it. Use your mouth. Nom 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 nom.
22.
Just a big old
You
bowl of
managed to
spaghetti.
break free.
KAC also.
Alright.
That wasn't at the end of your turn, but it did take your action.
That's fine. I mean, I'm not going to do anything else. I'll take it. Actually, oh no, you have to take an action to take the dodge action, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, unless
that's fine.
you're,
I'll see
yeah.
where I am. Well, yeah.
Well, I can't dodge.
All right, roaring forward, Melina makes her 2 attacks.
Monks can dodge the bonus action.
The first one hits for 5.
Zed is Dark Souls rolling every
Your
time.
second one's a natural 20.
She's just like, whoa.
Oh.
Probably fat rolling though.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
he's
say
not fat rolling. He's
Your
he's
second
actually
strike
away.
kills the one in the hall.
Yeah.
And as you help her up, pulling her off of it, she turns and she wipes the blade on her kind of like chest, like the leather band, shoulder strap of her chest piece. She just wipes the blade on it and she turns to you, Zed, and she says, "Thank you."
Good job. I'll give her a thumbs up and start looking towards the.
Yeah,
Big box.
she's gonna run back into here.
So
But
close
she
to
doesn't have any more actions. All right.
I like to
Right.
imagine like when Ronan
Yeah.
tasted, her eyes just like flash between all the colors they change.
You also have like little streaks of white light on your like body.
Dope.
That kind of matches. That kind of matches
energy,
mine.
like crackling through your.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like Kaioken. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really damages your body. I'd really not use it that often.
Holy
The
shit.
second two hit.
It's like a Kaioken.
That one and that one. 5 and then 13 slashing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
I think you pretty much. Oh, no, you didn't.
She's just gonna weave through the tentacles, bring in one sword and like just like dig it in, like spin around, get underneath, and then just slash at the like where she marked the aberration, and catch both blades as they fall.
That was hot.
Does Flare say that?
No, she wouldn't. I'm saying that.
All right, fine.
Flair's been watching a lot of
The room goes quiet.
Paris Hilton holovids.
Oh, this guy dies.
Yep. Oh, sorry. No, you guys do still have that straggler up. I apologize, Zed. Your turn.
Shoot him. Kill
That
his head
hits.
off.
You kill him. Zed wheels the corner as the larger one falls to the ground and settles, and he just headshots the last one.
And eyes dart to the last one. Just. Just holster it. Wipe his forehead.
Melina's
Really handle that,
standing
Ronan?
there- Melina's like standing there, breathing heavily, just like covered in blood.
Yeah.
She basically looks like she's full rainbow at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in my like pouch and like in my jacket. It's like, anyone got any first aid? Anyone can take care of her? I got her up.
I'll just toss you the med kit.
I'll give her a
You'll toss Melina the med kit.
Yeah.
She'll use it. Oh, 2 4s.
Oh.
Hey,
Ow,
Okay.
fuck.
And you want to
Yes.
cure wounds?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. I'll record it. That's sure.
And it's
Sorry,
a
I let
level
you-
1, so 10.
Okay.
Flair pokes out from the other side of that chair, and just looking at the giant alien beast, she says, "Wow, that thing was gross. Nice kill, Ronan."
You handled yourself well. I mean, except for the part you got. Tentacles.
I couldn't have done it without your help. Thank you.
We make a good team. I knew it.
Melina,
At,
sorry,
at this point, you see Melina's pulling one of the spears that they were using to fight with off of one of the corpses and kind of like testing the weight of it.
Boss,
Melina,
thank you for taking some of the weight off of me.
Melina, sorry I let you fall back there. I was looking out for my friend.
I should have.
Sorry, my Discord kicked me off. I
Oh,
didn't hear anything you said.
I just said thank you for
everyone told
taking
your
weight off of
character
me.
to go fuck himself.
I would say that is a good way to take down the bigger beast we encounter. You and I on opposite sides. It's not a bad plan going forward.
And me in the back.
Yes.
Well,
But if
like-
we can occupy it, then you do not have to get hit by its attacks, little one.
Oh, I sure hope not. That one little guy
And
was
then
enough.
I want to turn to Isel because he was hurt. Right? I'll kind of bend down and I'll say, you you did well. You did good as well. And I know medkits do not help you. And so I'll kind of like put my fingers forward, and some like light will come off of it. And I'll cast Cure Wounds on Isel.
All right.
I'll walk up to Melina with the med kit I have, and I'll say,
How much?
and
did
I'll
you
say
give?
Uh,
Sorry,
with the med kit. Oh no,
9.
sorry.
9 from me.
9. Okay.
It's just a level 1 Cure Wounds.
As you're walking up with the medkit,
Yeah.
because he was talking, he's gonna roll
Yeah,
his eyes
sorry.
and say, "No, he's talking like way long ago." Just
Oh,
roll his eyes. Like I was saying, sorry I let you down back there. Do you know what that was? And then I imagine Flair's like walking up with the medkit right in as this happens.
yeah. Were you asking me or were you asking Melina?
Melina.
Oh, okay.
And Flair, you're walking up with the med kit and doing what?
I would hand it to her and say, you didn't have to follow us this far, but you did. Thanks for your help. I hope this helps a little bit.
She'll use it. She'll look to you and she'll just kind of grimace as she heals herself for another 5 hit points. Not as good a roll on that one. She's at 30 hit points now, so.
She got my rolls for the night.
And she'll say, I do not recognize this thing or this magic. But it seems similar to the corruptions we see in the woods, in the jungle. And then she points across the room to the staircase and she'll say, and apparently we only have one direction to go from here.
How does the pool of liquid look now? Is it still just like the same as it was?
It's glowing dimly like it was before.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and we do not.
You do
touch
see the
this liquid
ground
with
is slowly
anything.
cracking more from its presence. It is
Yeah.
slowly eating away at the ground.
Say, and we do not touch this with anything again. My apologies. My experiment with the arrow may have helped cause this.
Yeah, it was bound to happen eventually, I'm sure. These things happen in dungeons.
True.
This
Although
ain't
I will
our first
say-
dungeon.
Although I will say I would have preferred a giant scorpion to whatever that thing was. Was? It's dead, right?
I'd say yes, but it was dead before. Did you all see when the energy or the magic ripped out from this from this liquid, and that's how the bodies became animated again.
I'm not going to claim to know anything about this, but I think that thing was just using the body. I don't think it reanimated anything.
That's a better explanation. Yes, most definitely.
It's just a guess, though.
And the dim light that it's giving off, or actually the light that it gave off after I touched it, right before I had to make the dex save, is that the same level and like color, I guess, of light that we saw like in the zombie's eyes upstairs, like or in the village too? Did it look similar?
Yes, it looks similar.
Yeah. Okay, I would say I think Melina is right. This is inhabiting, I guess, bodies. It's all coming from this.
Can I do some kind of check to see if I've ever like read anything or heard anything about a creature like this, like the alien
Sure.
thing?
Go ahead.
History?
Yes.
Yeah, she'll like walk over to it and like kind of like crouch down in front of it. Look.
Not to your knowledge.
Okay. Which is probably knowledge in of itself, right? Like I've never read about this, so clearly it's
Yes.
like
Very foreign.
alien in some way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she'll stand up and like kick some slime off of her shoe, and she'll say, "I've never even seen one of those things or anything like it. I hope we don't find more. But there's only one way to find out."
would you guys like to do?
Does anybody else need med kits before we push forward? That would be the time.
I could use some.
Isol's at 25 of 36, so he's doing okay. And
After the
she's
9 I gave him?
Yeah, she's at 30
Okay.
of 42. So
I'll look at
I'm
Ronan.
bonus.
I'll hand Ronan a med kit. I have 3.
I'm 1 below bloodied.
Ooh.
I will
I'm
use
only
that.
missing the 5 you gave me.
I will use a medkit.
You heard it here, folks. Meow.
Well,
Oh man.
Downstairs. Gonna
Yep.
shrug.
yeah, I don't want to stay here any longer. I don't like the look of this thing. It's unsettling.
Hey Flair,
Melina, oh, you keep going.
in those holovids, did the dungeons get better or worse the deeper you went?
Usually much worse. Usually there's like some evil villain or some giant creature at the end. This one was pretty big, but I've seen big.
Hey, Flair,
Okay,
enlighten,
Deadpool.
enlighten Ronan with the other hollow bit. Smiles. Starts walking down the.
Oh, I mean, I watch a lot of holovids. Which ones?
Oh, and you said I know where this is going. As
Oh.
captured.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Melina's gonna glare at all of you and start to push through you to try to get back into like kind of her lead position.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna-
she's
I'm
going
gonna
to say,
follow behind her.
perhaps we should move quietly.
Yeah.
Yes, quietly, quietly. Yep.
You're
I'm
right.
not saying anything more.
And as you guys start forward down the descending staircase, we find ourselves at the end of tonight's session.
Oh,
I am
But there's a
tapped.
stick.
There's no stinger tonight.
No.
Oh.
it wouldn't have been a good one. I
Wow.
don't imagine.
It would not have been a good one. When are they ever good, right?
I mean, they're all good, really.
I guess
If they're-
I guess the one where the professor left Karn behind was good. Was a good
I
one.
suppose.
In a sense.
You just gave Shane blue balls with that one.
Yeah, it's true.
Good sesh, Matt. Little
was a good
combat, a
one.
little suspense. That was good suspense too. Entering the
Thanks,
temple and
guys.
stuff.
It was spoopy.
Good
I like
shit.
I like classic D&D feeling.